Skyview High School Sports, a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and Cache Valley Daily. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Napa Auto Parts, Old Grist Mill, Les Olson Company, DD Auto Salvage, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Skyview Bobcats on 106.9 The Fan.
Welcome to Skyview High School. It's the Skyview Bobcats, 5-0 on the season, 1-0 in region play, taking on the Bear River Bears, who are 3-2 overall and 1-0 in region play. Should be a good one tonight. It's homecoming here in Smithfield. John Newbold and Rex Davis with you. Your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals to earn your long-term financial trust. It's Adams Wealth Advisors, and we just ask you to be patient with our camera tonight as we are getting things squared away kind of last second tonight. But John Newbold, Rex Davis with you, and Rex, it should be a good game. We'll have to see how the Skyview Bobcats play tonight because it was such an emotional win last week against the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Right, and a win, not just a win, but a game like that, it's going to take everything out of you. It's going to take every little bit that you have when you gut out a victory in a 23-22 game like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how Skyview responds, how they're able to come back, and you cannot overlook the Bear River Bears because they have been putting on quite the show lately, both offensively and defensively, John, as they've held their opponents to not very many points in the last couple games.
Yeah, and they put on a lot of points last week as they defeated the Logan Grizzlies 50-6. The one thing with the Bears is they've only had one road game. The Bear River game was supposed to be on the road, but Box Elder was redoing their field, and so Bear River got the home game, but they lost 49-28. Common opponent between the Bobcats and the Bears was Morgan. Skyview defeated Morgan here in Smithfield earlier in the preseason, and then the Bear River Bears went to Morgan and lost 59-24. Of course, the Bobcats got the victory over Morgan 45-28. So that's one common opponent between the two schools. But it should be a good one here. As you mentioned, Rex, this team for the Bears, they're averaging 38 points a game. They're giving up 24 points a game. And the Skyview Bobcats are still above 40 points a game. They're at 40.6 points per game on average and allowing 22.
Yeah, and that Skyview offense was really, I don't want to say held in check because they weren't necessarily held in check, but they got tested last week against Ridgeline. So the O-line, D-line, those kids gave everything they had. I understand there's been a little bit of colds going around the boys too, so we're going to have to see how they respond coming out here. And can they break the black jersey curse for the Bobcats?
That's right. Last year, of course, they took it on the chin. Logan came into Smithfield and got the victory on homecoming. Skyview in this series, though, they've won 7 straight against the Bear River Bears. Skyview all-time against the Bears have a 24-19-1 record. These two teams played each other the first time back in 1964. Skyview defeated them 20-0, and they played yearly from 64 to 76. Then they took a break, got back together from 83 to 96. It took another break, and then it was 2001 to 2007, another break. And then 2017, they've been in the same region until now. So it just continues on. But the Skyview Bobcats, I don't want to say dominate, but when you've won 7 straight, you pretty much have.
Well, you can kind of say ever since this valley became its own region, John, Skyview has dominated. I mean, they've handled business.
So we're going to take a break here on the pregame show, and we'll be back right after this.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of of mind and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Knorr Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castorlite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
This is Colton Wood with the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. We look out for each other, for our friends, and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same. Bear River Mutual has been helping protect families in Utah since 1909.
Bear River Mutual.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Rudd Funeral Home is a family-owned business. They know how difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
The annual Post Consumer Brands United Way cereal sale is September 30th, starting at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Post cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Saturday, September 30th, starting at 7 a.m.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. The captains are meeting at midfield, and it's the Bobcats and the Bears here for homecoming. It should be an exciting one. John Newbold and Rex Davis with you. As we look at the RPIs that were released, that win by Skyview launched them to first place. So the good news for the Bobcats and Region 11 is the Bobcats moved to number 1 in the RPI, Rex, and the top 4 seeds in the RPI are all from Region 11. Green Canyon 2nd, Ridgeline 3rd, and Mountain Crest 4th.
I'm not really shocked by it. I mean, Region 11 has really handled business outside of region games, so I'm not too surprised by that.
Yeah, the one thing that the bad news is unfortunately for Region 11 is, and we mean this with the most sincerity, Rex, is that JT White got hurt on the last play of the game. He tore his ACL, the Ridgeline star running back, and that's just tough to see because that kid is a beast and he was an exciting athlete. So our hearts go out to JT White, and we hope for a speedy recovery in his rehab and therapy, physical therapy, getting back for next season.
Yeah, that kid gave everything. He had one more yard to go at the end of the game for the Ridgeline Riverhawks, and he just was not able to do it. But, yeah, he gave everything, John. So let's try that camera again, see if we can get anything on the field instead of just us. Oh, a little bit.
Well, that's how it will be. So we get ready for kickoff.
We got a sliver of the game.
We'll hope to get that camera fixed. We're working on it. So there we go, the Bobcats. And also the Bears as we get ready. So the coin flip was out there, Rex. Did you see?
Bear River did win the toss, and they chose to receive.
So we are about underway here in Smithfield as the Bears won the toss and they will receive. We had a pregame interview with Coach Howell, but we didn't have a chance to get on it.
Yeah, we've been, as you can see if you're watching with us, we've been having some camera issues, and it may continue for just a little bit. Be patient with us. That camera view is going to steady up at some point, you would hope, and we'll be able to broadcast this game cleanly.
So the Bobcats, Brannick Jameson will be kicking off to the Bears, going right to left to the north on the radio dial. So there's the whistle, and Jameson gets his foot into it. It's a low line squibber that bounces at the 10, and it was going to the pylon, Rex, into the corner, and then it all of a sudden took a shot to the middle and goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, it really looked like that thing had a chance of maybe even going out, and I kind of like it. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I kind of like that kickoff because, you know, it forced Bear River into a situation where they couldn't decide, am I going to pick that up or let it go?
So the quarterback, Owen Olson, for the Bears is out there with their big running back, Tyden Jones, the junior. Low snap, Olson picks it up, hands it off to Jones, and he just bowls his way forward. He had no business getting 1 or 2 yards, Rex, but that low snap really caused some problems.
Yeah, it did, and Seth Toulson kind of sheds the offensive lineman and is able to make that tackle. But really, really good effort there from quarterback Owen Olson to even just get that thing out of his hands to Tyden Jones.
So a 2-yard rush brings up 2nd and 8. At the 22, here's Olson in shotgun again, sends a man in motion. They've got 2 in the backfield now. Takes a snap, he's going to fake the handoff to Jones, throws over the middle, it was a rocket. Incomplete, the receiver hadn't even come out of the break really.
Yeah, just missed on the pass over the middle there. Brings up a 3rd and, is it 8, John? I got a post right
Yeah,
there.
3rd and
8 right here, so see how Bear River responds here on this opening drive.
3 receivers to the west. 1 out there to the east. Jones in the backfield with Olson, the quarterback. Skyview shows blitz, and now they kind of back off, and then a flag comes out, and they're going to call off sides if they're going to be that.
Wow.
I didn't see. They jumped. They didn't come across, I didn't think, but he's got a better angle than us. So it's a 5-yard penalty on the Bobcats. Will bring up 3rd and 3. So big penalty there by Skyview as they showed blitz from Herman on the outside, and then the 2 linebackers in the middle shot up the gap.
Yeah, what looked like it was going to most likely be a passing down. They're going to bring Egbert out, bring Connor Dean in to kind of solidify that D line now.
So now they can maybe run 3rd and 3. Same formation, 3 to the west, 1 to the east. Snap, handoff to Jones. He's cracked, but he leans forward, and he's such a big body. He's got the first down. He needed 3 yards. He got 4 or 5. We're going to give him 5 for the first.
That's a hard assignment there. Easton Ballard was one-on-one there. Tyden Jones ends up running him over, but luckily for Ballard, he's able to hang on and bring him down on the play.
So at the 32-yard line, opening drive, no score. Bear River going to the south. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 32. Clock ticking under 11 minutes here in the opening quarter. They flip it on the fly sweep, and he's hit and tackled by 3-4 Bobcats. That was Talon Marble on the fly sweep.
Yeah, Cash Howell stands him up, and Taylor Lindley finished him off, but it's a really long developing play, John. The receiver starts all the way on the far side of the field, has to run all the way across. He ran 50 yards to get a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, up to the 33. The ball's on the right hash. Jones, the junior, in the backfield with Olson at quarterback. 1 receiver to each side. Olson snaps. He's looking to pass. He throws off the intended receiver's hands. That's Marble on a little slant route or a crossing route, and incomplete as it popped up in the air. Skyview could have had a pick, but no one was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, fortunately for Bear River, that thing landed right in no man's land. Favero's there in the back, and then Vickers is there in the front, but nobody right where the ball landed.
So 3rd down and 9 at their own 33 is Olson, the quarterback. Skyview flinches, but they don't come across this time. 2 receivers to the east, 1 to the west. Jones in the backfield with Olson in shotgun on 3rd and 9 with 10:08, no score. Back to passes Olson, the left-hander. The blitz comes late. Here comes the Bobcats, and Olson gets away from the initial, and then he is cracked and taken down. 3 Bobcats were there, Rex.
Yeah, it was really, so Coach Howell comes running down the sideline and starts giving the sign for a blitz, and man, they sent the house on that play. There was nothing Owen Olson could have done on that play. He's lucky to have got back to where he did, really.
A 6-yard loss on the sack. So Skyview's got their first sack on the season. I know they're in double digits, but back to punt.
I don't know who to even credit for that either, John, because it was just a swarm.
Tyden Jones, I believe, is the punter back there. Vickers back to receive for the Bobcats. A low line drive that's going to skip at the 45 of Skyview. Takes a Bear River roll all the way down to the 29-yard line, maybe the 28. But, wow, that thing got a great bounce of about 15, 16. They're going to give it 17 yards.
Really a poor punt, honestly. But by the time you figure in the roll, that ends up being a great punt for Tyden Jones and the Bears. Ramsey Vickers is probably a little angry at himself, too, thinking he probably should have played shortstop there and ran up and took that thing on the hop. But, well, here comes the Skyview offense, though.
So 9:14 in the opening quarter, 0-0. Skyview's first possession, going right to left on your radio dial. Twin receivers to each side. Egbert in the backfield from their own 28. Back to passes. Thatcher sets up a screen to Egbert. He gets the outside. He's up the sideline, and he jumps to get more yardage, and he's bumped out of bounds. Where are they going to mark him?
A little bit of a risky move by Brevin Egbert. I like the effort, though. I mean, just fighting for every yard he can get on the play.
11 yard. Well, no, excuse me, 9. 11. I got a little ahead of myself. 9-yard pass play before he was knocked out of bounds. Brevin Egbert on the little swing pass. So 2nd and 1 for the Bobcats. 3 receivers to the east. Guthrie all alone here on the west side. Egbert in the backfield. Turnaround, handoff to Egbert. He's up the middle. He's got the first down, but it's a short gain. From the 37, they just mark it across the 40. We'll give it 4 yards for the first. So a 4-yard rush for Egbert. And of course, Logo Shop is the sponsor of our uniform check, and the Bobcats are in a blackout tonight. Black jerseys and black pants with the blue helmets and the blue numerals. The Bear River Bears are in black pants and white jerseys with red numerals. So 1st and 10. Thatcher throws complete to Brighton Williams in the slot, and he's got 10 yards, or if they're going to mark him right shy of the first down at midfield, or so a 9-yard pass play to Williams.
That play is always a little scary, John. When a wide receiver makes a nice hands catch like that, and then he gets tackled low and high, you always worry. I'm sure that made Brighton's family gasp a little bit, but he hopped right back up.
Well, and like you said, Rex, Brighton might have one of the best hands as for a receiver in the region. 2nd and 1 from the 49. They turn around, hand off to Egbert. He's got the first down and much more. He breaks free to the 45, the 40, the 35, 30, down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, stiff arm. Touchdown, Skyview. 51 yards. Egbert on the run on the right side, and the Bobcats strike first on the 51-yard touchdown run.
John, we talked pregame. What can Bear River do? And we both said they got to try to just do their best to contain Brevin Egbert. This kid is an absolute beast in the backfield, and he cannot be contained and he cannot be stopped. I'm convinced of it now.
So 51 yards for Egbert on 2nd and short. Snap back. Hold is down by Castillo, I believe, and the kick was through by De Quadros. So the Bobcats take the lead 7-0 with 7:27 here on homecoming. We're going to take a break and be back right after this.
Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Juicy J.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. As the Bobcats kick it off, it's a return to the 20 and trying to make a move, and he's out to the 25. A decent return for the Bears.
I was trying to catch a number on that return, John. It's so hard to write down everything we got to do and stuff, but a nice return gets him up to the 25. A little better starting field position here. see what Bear River can do. They got to try to answer back. You can't just do another. You can't go 3 and out here and give the ball right back to Brevin Egbert.
So the line of scrimmage, they're going to mark it right at the 25. 1st and 10. They're going to turn around, hand off to Jones, and he's going to bowl forward. I don't have his height and weight, Rex, but Owen Olson's a tall quarterback, and Jones makes him look small in the backfield.
Yeah, Titan Jones is just an absolute monster in the backfield there for the Bear River Bears.
6-yard rush on 1st down brings up 2nd down and 4. Clock ticking in the first quarter, 7-0 Bobcats. 6:54 here in the opening quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 4. Turn around, hand off to Jones up the left, and he is cracked there, but he leans forward. He gains 2 more, and so it's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Well, 3rd and manageable here for the Bears. See if they can try to get a 1st down here and at least give that defense a break.
So we've got an early score from Hiram, as well as all 3 teams or games tonight are homecoming games. Ridgeline is in a homecoming game against Green Canyon. Mountain Crest is in a homecoming game against Logan, and the Bobcats here against the Bears. So 1 receiver to the east, 3 to the west. Empty backfield for Olson on 3rd and 2. They need to get up to the 35. They're at the 33. Jones comes back, and now another running back goes back there, and they blow the whistles, and a timeout by the Bears on this 3rd and 2 with 6:01 remaining here in the opening quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and be back right after this.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. It's the Skyview Bobcats and the Bear River Bears on homecoming night here in Smithfield. A big 3rd down and 2 for the Bears as they are already off the sideline huddling up and up to the line of scrimmage. The Bobcats coming off the sideline late. There's the whistles waiting for start of play. The line of scrimmage is at the 33. They need to get to the 35. They're on their own 33 with 6:01 in the opening quarter, 7-0 Bobcats. Man in motion. Into the backfield, it's not Jones. Olson back to pass. He's looking, he throws, it's complete to the running back. He stopped, goes forward, he didn't get there.
No, Dean Phillips came up and made that play right just short of the sticks.
If they mark it where he went down, they're going to give it to him. He must have stretched forward then because it's at the 35, a 1st down. It looked like the Bobcats knocked him short, but they give him the 1st down. So good play there by the Bear River Bears and Trampus Waite. Great play call.
Yeah, great open field tackling there too by the Bobcats.
Yeah. So a 2-yard pass play. They get the amount they needed to the 35, 1st and 10. I thought he was short, but he stretched out and got it. Good effort by Marble. 3 receivers out there. Marble goes in motion. They hand it off to Jones up the field, and he is taken down from the side, but he got 4 from the 35 to about the 39.
He had a full head of steam as soon as Olson handed him the ball on that play, John. Titan Jones just took off with that, and it was a really good play by Satili Palmer from the defensive end. He was unblocked, and he crashed down middle and made the tackle.
So 7-0 Bobcats. 5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Bears at their own 39. 5th play of the drive coming up. That started at their own 25. They're at the 39. Jones in the backfield with Olson. 1 receiver to each side. Well, they've kind of got a slot receiver. That's Marble. Man in motion. Back to passes Olson. He's got the snap. He's got a clean pocket. He throws out there. It is off the hands of Marble at the 35. The Bobcats got lucky there. The corner and the safety didn't communicate back in the back end there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Owen Olson threw a really good ball there to Talon Marble, but Marble just unable to bring that thing down. He jumped at the right time. He had his hands in the right place, just wasn't able to bring it in. Yeah, that would have been a huge play for the Bears.
So the score update that we had earlier in Hiram, Mountain Crest has jumped out to a 7-0 lead, 6-0 lead over the Logan Grizzlies with 9:48 in the first quarter there. So second, I can't see the marker. But I think it's 2nd down. Nope, it's for third down. So 3rd down and 4 or 6. We had to look at the sheet there at their own 39. They're counting the back judges. They turn around, they hand it off to Jones. He's got some room. Oh, and knifing through his hands, Herman. Tackle for a loss. We think we have replay.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot here.
We do! Over the Logan Grizzlies with 9:48 Week in the first quarter we've there.
got
replay. Or week 6.
Watch Hans Herman here. He's the
I can't see the marker. I think it's
right
second down.
Really long.
No, it's third down.
Instant replay.
So 3rd
here,
down and 4
as they
or
make
6. We had to look at the sheet there at their own 39. They're counting the back judges. They turn around, they hand it off to Jones. He's got some room. Oh, and knifing through his hands. Vickers is going to have a chance at his own 24. He catches it on the run. He's up to the 30, up the sideline, and gets out of bounds around the 33-yard line. We'll see where they do finally mark it, as he caught it at the 24 and gets a return of about 8. They're going to mark it at the 32-yard line. So, yeah, an 8-yard return. So Skyview takes over with at their own 32, leading 7-0 with 3:53 in the first quarter. I was just so excited we got replay this week.
Yeah.
Three receivers to the east, one to the west. Egbert out of the backfield in motion. They throw it out to Egbert with some blockers, and he runs right into the defender that time, trying to get outside. It's going to be a loss as he goes back from the 32, and they're going to mark it at the 31. So a 1-yard loss on that little swing pass to Egbert.
Well, John, usually you get Brevin Egbert in space and he hits off to the races, but this time the Bear River defense able to bottle him up.
So the ball's on the right hash, 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats. Egbert in the backfield. You've got Guthrie all alone on the east side, that short side of the field, and then out here on the wide side of the field, you've got 3 receivers. So 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats, leading 7-0. Thatcher throws it out there complete to Williams, gets a couple blocks, but great defense there as he shed the blocker and then made the tackle. That's Quade Murray, the sophomore.
Yeah, Quade's only a sophomore, but man, what a play. Brighton Williams isn't a big dude, but he is a guy that is hard to get your hands on, and Quade Murray able to do it on that play. Brighton Williams, though, I'm telling you, John, it is just a thing of art watching that kid catch a ball. He uses his hands perfectly every time.
So a 2-yard pass play to Brighton Williams is going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Bobcats. They lead 7-0. They're at their own 33. 2:30 left in the opening quarter, 7-0 Bobcats. Clean pocket for Thatcher. He's got Williams all alone, complete to the 30, 25 of the Bears. Big pass play for the first down. So from the 33 for the Bobcats, they're going to hurry up to the line.
That's the hard thing, John, is we're trying to capture replays, but they go with so much tempo when they get these big plays that you really can't play one.
So from the 33, they get it down. The chains aren't even set, and the Bobcats hurried to the line.
Thatcher with the keeper there, a little option play where he has the option if he wants to give Egbert the ball or keep it. He decides to keep it himself and get a gain of 3 on the play.
So Egbert with 3-yard gain. We're going to figure out what that pass play was later. 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcats inside the 20 of the Bears. Turnaround, handoff to Egbert, right side. He's got some room. 15, stiff arm at the 10 as he bumped out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So from the 19, we'll see. I think he gained 10 yards. No, they're going to mark it right at the 10. So a 9-yard gain for the first down.
That gives Brevin Egbert 64 yards rushing on 3 carries.
6th play of the drive that started at their own 32, 1:33 in the opening quarter. It's 1st and goal right at the 10 for the Bobcats. They lead 7-0, trying to add to it. Egbert in the backfield. Tight formation. They hand off to Egbert. He's got a hole on the right side, and he's knocked down. It's on that far side, so we're going to have to see where they mark it. But he had a hole on that right side, or a crease, and he shot through it. I think he got down to the 5. So a 5-yard gain.
At this It's always this time of day, too, John. We have the hardest time seeing it. If you're watching along with us on CashValleyDaily.com, you can see what we're talking about. The field stripes with shadows and then straight sunlight. It's hard to read things.
2nd and goal, Bobcats at the 5-yard line, 7-0. 1 minute left in the first quarter. 2 running backs in the backfield. That's Phillips and Egbert. They hand off to Egbert. He plows forward, but he's pushed back. He's going to get some yardage.
Maybe 2, I think.
They're actually Aiden Wilson on the tackle. He's their leading sack man. So we're going to give him 1 yard to the 4, actually, is where they said his knee came down. So 8th play of the drive now, and it's 3rd and goal at the 4. Williams on the right. Carver Ballard on the left for the receivers. Egbert in the backfield on 3rd and goal. Thatcher looks to the sideline. 23 seconds left in the quarter. 7-0 Bobcats going to the north. Shotgun formation, turnaround, handoff to Egbert, left side. He busts through, touchdown as he puts the shoulder and helmet down, and he busts into the end zone from 4 yards out. Egbert's got his 2nd touchdown with 14.6 seconds here in the first quarter, and Skyview leads 13-0.
Man, Skyview just seems like they can do almost whatever they want right now at this point, John. That offense is firing on all cylinders.
So the 8th play of the drive, Skyview punches it in to take a 13-0 lead. Calebe de Quadros in. Jace Favero holding, gets the hold down and kicked through by Calebe de Quadros. So it's 14-0 Bobcats with 14 seconds. We're going to take a 30-second break and be... Oh, wait, we're going to keep it here.
Well, here's what we can do, John. We can figure out how long that play is by watching the instant replay. I think if we go back and we skip a commercial break,
every time.
Yeah, we
So a
can
2-yard pass
figure
play to
this
Brian
out.
Williams. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Bobcats. You got more faith than me. They lead 7 seconds.
The
They're
pass
at their
was
own
from the
33-yard
33
line. Okay, I wrote that down. In the opening quarter,
to the
7-0 Bobcats.
Is
Clean
that where it
pocket for
ended up?
Thatcher. He's got Williams all alone, complete to the 30, 25 of the Bears.
Yeah, I think it's
big pass play for the first down.
Okay.
So from the 33,
there you have it.
Nachos this time. I have to put that in there.
Well, John, we'll see what they want to do with the kick here. Do they want to try what they did last time? Do that kind of knuckleball kick? Do they want to put it in the end zone? I mean, Brannick Jamison has really come along as a kicker, and we'll see how he wants to play this.
Okay, my math isn't good, Rex, but I'm going with 44-yard pass play to Bryton Williams on that big play.
I was just trying to buy you some time there, partner. I'm going to believe you.
Well, I went through it 3 times, and I still don't know. They squib it. It's not coming off Brannick's foot good tonight. I don't think they're doing that on purpose.
I don't think. After the second one, I'm starting to wonder also.
So it goes out of bounds, and it will be Bear Rivers football.
That's actually Calebe. That's 38, not 83.
Okay, so Calebe didn't get the best of those kicks, and Brannick might be dinged up somehow.
Well, it makes you wonder, too, did Brannick hit the last one on the ground, and they said, all right, Calebe, you go in there and kick it, and then he gets one on the ground, too? We're not real sure there. But
So 14 seconds here in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Skyview. Bear River needs something here. As they line up with 1 receiver far to the east, 3 here to the west, and Jones in the backfield. That's Marble in motion. Olson calls for the snap. He's looking. He throws. He's got a man out there. Carver Ballard in coverage, and it's a catch. Complete big pass play from the 35. It was good coverage, but a better catch and throw by the Bears.
He uses his hands.
That was Jace Roberts.
What a catch. I don't think replay works on
One receiver
last one.
far to the east,
catch. Oh, yeah,
3 here to the west.
So
and
that's
Jones
the end
in
of the
quarter.
backfield.
That's Marble
As
in
they
motion.
get all
the way down, they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line. He's looking. He throws. He's got a man out there. Take a break at the end Carver of one Ballard quarter. in coverage, and it's a catch. Complete on big pass CashValleyDaily.com.
play
We're going to take
from
a
the
break. It's the end of the first quarter. It's Skyview 14, Bear River nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Start of the second quarter at Skyview 14, and the Bears nothing is just like the song or the group. Skyview smashed Bear River in the mouth, and Bear River's trying to get back into things.
Nailed it.
As the Bears are down to the 15 after that huge pass play, down to Jace Roberts from Olson. 14-0 Skyview, but the Bears knocking on the door at the 15. 1st and 10 at the Skyview 15. They hand off to Jones. He cuts up the middle, trying to spin off of that, but there's so many Bobcats there that they just push him back. I don't even think they got him to the ground.
Yeah, I don't think they did either, but Seth Toulson, man, he's held his ground. Tyden Jones just ran right into him.
2-yard rush for Jones. 2nd down and 8 now. They go up the right side this time with Jones, and he's pushed back, but he got up near the 9, I believe. Oh, it was a quarterback keeper, excuse me. So they get up to the 8, actually, so a 5-yard gain, going to bring up 3rd down. So that was Marble, that wasn't even Olson. So 3rd down and about 3. They're at the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and 3. Jones in the backfield. Twin receivers each side for Olson. Just starting the second quarter. It's 14-0 Skyview. We're a minute into the second quarter. Bears trying to get on the board. 3rd and 3 from the 8. Olson in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking. He throws out there, and it is incomplete. He caught it. He caught it. What a catch. That's a phenomenal catch by Jace Roberts out there. He did an out and up, and Carver Ballard got out there, got his hand in between the ball and the receiver's chest, but he just couldn't launch it out of there as Jace Roberts just clawed it and kept it. Starting the second quarter, it's 14-0 yards out. You were a minute into the second quarter. Bears trying to get on the board.
CashValleyDaily.com. If this audio is doubling right now, I apologize.
From the 8.
But, man, what a great pitching
Olson
catch
in
here
shotgun,
as he goes
takes
into
the snap.
corner.
He's looking to throw. Looking. He throws out
High
there,
ball right
and
here.
it is
touchdown.
He caught it. He got his back. The kick is good. It barely gets through, but with 10:44, it's 14-7. Skyview with the lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
You've known Gem Electric for years, but did you know Gem Electric also sells emergency generators? Gem Electric now sells and installs Kohler brand standby generators for your home or business. Installed by Gem Electric in Tremonton. Call Gem Electric for pricing today. Find that their service and expertise are shocking.
So Vickers and Williams back to receive. It's 14-7 here in the second quarter. 10:44 remaining. Bobcats lead. Waiting for the kickoff. Now he gets his foot into it. He kicks it. It's a return at the 20. It's just a high one, and running upfield to the 30. It's a big collision there. But Skyview gets up to the 30. They'll have decent field position as Carver Ballard caught that at the 20 and got up to the 30.
Yeah, and luckily for Skyview, they had Carver Ballard in that position. Sometimes, depending on the special teams coach, you might see an actual lineman in that area. Sometimes they don't have the surest hands, but Carver Ballard, we've seen him make some plays on offense, and that's a great person to have out there on the kick return.
So Skyview scored on their both first two possessions here, and they lead 14-7 with 10:39 from their 30-yard line. Three receivers to the west, and they've got Zamel in there at tight end. Egbert in the backfield as the shadows creep across the field as that sun goes down, and it's no more looking into the sun. Egbert vacates the backfield, and they swing it out to him off the fingertips, incomplete as Thatcher just got it too far in front of him.
John, I'm not the best at stats, but I think that's Thatcher's first incompletion of the game, too. First one I got him down for. He did have a negative 1 yard pass to Egbert, but no incompletions.
Yep, which is good because he was just off target last week a lot. 3 receivers again to the west, 1 to the east. A lot of that had to do with Ridgeline just speeding him up, that internal clock that a quarterback has. So 2nd and 10, 14-7 Skyview at their own 30. Back to pass is Thatcher. Looking. He throws. He's got Williams out there. Complete at the 40. What a dime.
Man, another big play there for the Bobcats and Carson Thatcher to Brighton Williams connection. The last one was for 44 yards.
This one 34.
This one 34. Just big time football there out of those two.
The thing I like about Williams is I think he acts like he doesn't know where the ball is, but he always does, and then it causes the defender to slow up.
He's slow to bring his hands up, which is actually a really good trait because then you're not tipping off the defender where the ball is going to be.
Well, he always fakes me out, and I hate it. But he does complete the pass. It was actually to the 36. Handoff to Egbert. He's got some blocking out there to the 30. Breaks free, 25, 20, 15, and he just gets tackled by the ankles there. So that actual last pass play was a 32-yarder, Rex. Not 34. Nope, change it. So from the 32-yard line, they get up quickly to the 15-yard line.
The hard thing about Skyview is we'd like to figure out how far that rush was by Brevin Egbert, but they go so fast with so much tempo, but then all of a sudden they back off it.
17-yard rush by Egbert. They hand off to Egbert or pitch it out there, and I was looking down and then looked up, and I just saw him out to the left side. So from the 15.
Still ends up with a positive gain, though.
We're going to see them just 2 yards on that one for Egbert. We'll count it as a run. 5th play of the drive that started at their own 30. Clock down to 9:05 here in the first half, 14-7 Skyview. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and that is Williams. They fly sweep it to Williams. I believe that's him. He's trying to find a hole. He gets up field to the 10, breaks a tackle, and he's bumped out of bounds. So from the 13, let's see where he stepped out. They're going to mark him at the 9, so a 4-yard gain on the fly sweep.
And I like it. I like a little change of pace offense there, and anytime you can get the ball in Brighton Williams' hands, you're not going to be in bad shape.
And Bear River did a good job of stringing Williams out.
Did.
He just couldn't turn up field. He still gained 4, though. And they didn't stop the clock. They actually keep it going at 8:20. I thought he got out. 14-7 Skyview. 3 receivers to the east, 1 to the west. That's Guthrie all alone. Egbert in the backfield on 3rd down and about 3. Thatcher back to pass. He throws complete to Williams. Just Williams out of the slot. Just a little hook pattern, and he's got the first.
It's one of those fearless routes. If you're a Utes fan, you remember Britton Covey always doing this. Just that little hook route right in the middle. You just have to have nerves of steel because you know you're going to take a shot on those plays. But Brighton Williams checks those boxes, makes the catch, and gets the Skyview Bobcats a first down.
5-yard pass play to Williams. It's 1st and goal Bobcats at the 3 of Bear River. They lead 14-7, Skyview does. 7:40 left in the half. Egbert deep back. He gets the handoff. He's up the middle. Does he get his 3rd touchdown? He's pushed back by the Bears at the 1, so he gained 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal. Look for the Bobcats to hurry up there.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say, John. Tempo, quarterback keep. Let's see if they go for it.
Yeah, they're lining up quickly. 2nd and goal. Tight formation. It's Thatcher or Egbert.
Oh, yeah, Egbert took a... Did he take a direct snap?
Well, he didn't get in. They say no gain as he went off the left side. So 9th play of the drive coming up, and this will be 3rd and goal, I think, at the 1. No gain on that play. 9th play of the drive that started at their own 30.
Skyview threw us for a loop there.
Clock says 6:50. When Skyview snaps this, they might have taken 4 minutes off the clock here. 14-7 Skyview, 3rd and goal at the 1. Thatcher, turn around, handoff Egbert. He's into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And you know that his aunt and uncle are watching in Armenia tonight.
They got to be excited about this game so far, John. 3 touchdowns for the senior running back. Man, this kid is just amazing. I don't know if I've seen a running back at the high school level put on the performances that we see Brevin Egbert put in on a weekly basis. Every Friday, you can set your clock to it that he's going to do his job.
So the extra point snap is back, kick is down, and extra point is through. So 21-7, Skyview on homecoming leads Bear River with 6:39 here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
El Presidente with his 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Bobcats lead 21-7 here on homecoming. As Skyview gets the kickoff away, it's a returnable kick at the 5, up the middle to the 15 to the 20. And he's cracked there at the 25, leans forward, gets to about the 30-yard line with that forward momentum. Again, Brevin Egbert, the academic all-stater, with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night, and a class president, he does it all.
Yeah, the kid can do everything. Then he's going to come out and play a little defense, too. I mean, okay, so if you're Bear River, John, you got to get it going. Back down 14 again. You scored on your last drive. Can you come out and do it again?
So 6:33 in the half. Skyview leading 21-7. Marble in motion, left to right. They turn around, they fake the handoff, they throw out there. It's complete to Roberts. He breaks free and across the 40 for a first down.
And Roberts is a nice receiver. Coming into this game, he had 30 catches for 641 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's an absolute weapon for Bear River.
13-yard pass play for a first down to Roberts. So 1st and 10 for the Bears. 6:13. They're up to their own 42. 6:08 actually in the half. 21-7 Skyview. Roberts in motion now. Turn around. He's back to pass. Olson's got pressure from the backside, but Olson keeps running. Skyview can't get him down. They hit him and knock him backwards, but he gains a few yards. I couldn't see who was in pursuit.
It was Jace Lillywhite. He came off the edge and was just, I mean, he was hoofing it, giving it everything he had, but Olson turned on the Jets and really made a nice play there, sensing that pressure from the backside and just taking off to some open turf.
Yeah, if Olson would have hesitated 1 second, then he would have been hit from behind.
Yep.
6-yard gain. He'll bring up 2nd and 4 to the 48-yard line of the Bears. Skyview leading 21-7 here in the second quarter, 5:25. Marble in motion. Takes the snap. Olson does. Oh, and Jones is hit in the backfield, goes forward as Skyview blitz. They throw him down hard. Skyview had a blocker on him, one of the players, and just almost had him.
Yeah, Satili Palmer's the one that met him first in the backfield, but Titan Jones is so big, so strong, he's able to shake that off, but then the gang tackle, there was no getting out of that.
Yeah, no gain at the 48. Bring up 3rd and 4 at their own 48 for the Bears. Clock running at 4:53. 21-7 Skyview.
Got some score updates too, John.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Olson on this 3rd and 4. Jones in the backfield. Man in motion's Marble. Olson takes the snap, fake the handoff. He's back to pass, the blitz on, throws over the middle, complete to Roberts. And Skyview's just holding on, and 4 Bobcats there, but a first down up to the 35 of the Bobcats.
Yeah, Roberts is able to shake the tackle from Cash Howell. Chance Wilson ends up bringing him down, but man, they are rolling with that connection of Olson to Roberts.
17-yard pass play for the first down to the 35. 5th play of the drive. They hurry up this time. Marble the direct snap as he's in the backfield. The second time they've run that play. 2-yard rush on the right side by Talon Marble.
It's a good way to change things up. You don't want Olson to take a shot running the ball. You just put your wide receiver in there and let him take off and try to make something out of it.
Yeah, they hurried up to the line, snapped it on 1st and 10 at the Skyview 35. Got 2 yards to the 33, so it's 2nd down and 8. Clock down to 3:49 here in the first half, 21-7 Bobcats. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. In the backfield's Jones with Olson, the quarterback. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, throw over the middle. Too high, incomplete, as two Bobcats flew through the air to try to knock it down, but it was too high, incomplete.
Yeah, it was just sailed on him. It looked like he was trying to hit Tyson Brager, the senior wide receiver. Jace Favero actually jumps the route pretty well, but it just sailed over everybody.
So now it's a 3rd down and 8 for the Bears at their own 33. And Rex, you were watching the field goal kicker. This is probably out of his range for the Bears right now.
I would say it's just out.
So couple receivers to the east, couple receivers to the west. So twin receivers on 3rd and 8 for Olson and the Bears at the Skyview 33. Marble goes in motion, west to east, takes the snap. The blitz is on, throw over the middle, picked off or knocked down. It is picked off. Is that Favero?
Yeah, Jace Favero.
Jace Favero read the quarterback's eyes, making a diving effort. It's Jace Favero with the interception, playing safety tonight, and he's got the interception for the Bobcats at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, great play by Jace Favero to jump that route. I'm willing to bet, based off of last name, that he played a lot of quarterback in Little League and leading up to this point, so he knows the quarterback's tendencies, and he jumps that route and comes up with a big pick for Skyview. Looks like they're going to put Dean Phillips in the backfield now.
So Dean Phillips from their own 26. They hand it off. Skyview's up the middle for a couple of yards.
Yeah, Dean Phillips just ran right into the back of Preston Smith on that play and knocked Preston Smith forward.
So up to the 29, a gain of 3 for Phillips. So the Bobcats will get the ball to start the second half if they can get some points on the board before the end of the half. That's big because they lead 21-7 right now. 3:05 left in the opening half. It's 2nd down and 7 at their own 27 as everyone's looking to the sideline. Twin receivers to each side. Phillips in the backfield with Thatcher. Thatcher's on his right hip now. Thatcher in shotgun, back to pass. He's got a clean pocket. Now he rolls out to the right, still looking. Now he's going to run. He tucks it and runs and gets out of bounds as he saw the safety come up. And he's like, I'm not taking an unwanted or an unneeded shot.
Yeah, it's a smart play by Carson Thatcher because Brody Miller comes just on an absolute sprint right at him, and Thatcher just jumps out of bounds, lives to play another down.
So 1-yard rush by Thatcher. Bobcats don't want to go 3 and out, but it's 3rd down and 6 for the Bobcats at the 30-yard line. You got 3 receivers to the east, 1 to the right. In the backfield is the running back with Thatcher. Fake the handoff, they throw over the middle, and Williams cut in right at the sticks, and Thatcher thought that he would cut to the outside when he curled, but he came inside on that curl route, and so incomplete, and the Bobcats will probably have to punt here with 2:42.
Yeah, and you don't know if that's one of those plays where it's like a T-shaped route and the receiver gets the option, do I break left or do I break right? Thatcher maybe saw it one way, Williams saw it another way, and it falls incomplete.
So after the Favero interception, Bobcats go 3 and out.
Brannick's been doing a lot of warming up on the sideline, John, so we'll see how he looks on this punt.
So waiting for the snap, there it is. There's the kick. It's a low-line drive. Marble comes up and catches it at his own 35. Tries to stiff arm, and they don't. They don't.
Yeah, great.
And he's taken down as Marble at the 35 gets taken down at the 30. Is that the 38 that they're going to mark him down?
I think it's 38. It's really good coverage by Skyview. They got down the field quickly. I believe it was Cash Howell got down there, just let Marble catch it, and then made a play on it.
So the 2:33 in the half. It's Skyview 21, Bear River 7. Bear River football at the 38-yard line. Their own 38. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Olson in the backfield, or as quarterback in shotgun. He turns around and hands it off to Jones in the backfield, and Jones spins around one defender and then gets pushed back. He got 3 yards to the 41.
Clock keeps ticking down to 2:18.
So Bears hustle up to the line. Second down and about 7 from the 41. Twin receivers to each side. Olsen in shotgun. Clock ticking to 2:03 in the half. Turnaround handoff to Jones. He's got some light on the left side, and he's up to the midfield of the 50 before he's knocked down. An 8-yard gain for the first. So back-to-back runs for Jones, and he's got the first down to midfield. They set the ball down at the midfield, and the clock runs at 1:44. Skyview leading 21-7 here in the first half. Bears had a good drive going last time, but then the pick by Favero. 3 receivers stacked up here on the short side of the field. 1 receiver to the right for Olsen. Marble in motion left to right. Goes clear across the formation. Olsen back to pass. He throws. Picked off again or knocked down. Great job by Jace Favero again.
Yeah, Favero read that thing like a book, John. He jumped that route, and I think the ball is actually in Jace's arm until he hits the ground, and at that point it pops out. But, man, he saw that coming all the way.
Jace Favero got an eye for the football tonight, as he's had 1 pick already, come up to make some big tackles, and nearly had his second pick. Clock stopped with 1:22, 2nd and 10 at midfield. 3 receivers to the east, 1 to the west. Turnaround handoff to Jones up the middle, and he is cracked right there in the middle. Leans forward for about 5 yards.
That was, I think it was Easton Ballard that made the tackle there, and that's no easy task, taking Tyden Jones one-on-one.
Third down, clock still running, down to 1:03. Bears aren't showing any urgency here as they trail 21-7 at the 45-yard line of Skyview. 3rd down and 5.
I think if they convert this 3rd down, they'll have a little more urgency behind them.
Twin receivers to each side. Roberts in motion. Now he goes upfield. Back to passes Olsen. He throws complete to Jones out of the backfield up the sideline, and he stays in bounds, but he got the first down. Clock will stop as they mark him at the 32. From the 45, a 13-yard pass play for the first.
Ramsey Vickers with the tackle in space, but, man, I'm surprised Tyden Jones kept that thing in bounds because the clock is winding now.
Down to 35 seconds. Twin receivers again on first down. Back to passes Olsen. The pocket's breaking down. Now he's running for his life. Lillywhite, that could be intentional grounding. It will be close. It didn't get past the line of scrimmage. So incomplete. Clock stops with 28 seconds.
That's interesting.
It didn't get past the line of scrimmage, but incomplete. So 7th play of the drive coming up as Lillywhite put on the pressure.
Yeah, it was really good pressure by the whole front there, John. You had 66 Preston Smith, 71 Landon Elsner, just really good pressure there, and Lillywhite able to finish it off.
So the ball's at the 32-yard line with 28 seconds. Skyview leading 21-7. It's at the Skyview 32 on 2nd and 10. Snap back to Olsen. Blitz is on. He's setting up the screen. Incomplete. He had Jones and 3 blockers way downfield, but incomplete.
It was there, John. It was there. The linemen were definitely downfield ready to block, but the play was there. He just sailed it over his head.
Good play call by the Bear River Bears, but they didn't execute it. Probably Owen Olsen, he saw all those Skyview defenders coming in. He just threw off his back foot, and it went over Jones's head. Twin receivers to each side. Skyview leading 21-7 with 24 seconds left in the half on 3rd and 10 from their Skyview 33. Back to passes Olsen. He's still looking. He throws. He's going for the end zone. He's got a man out there. Incomplete. A diving effort in the end zone, but incomplete. I don't see any flags, so we'll bring up 4th down with 17 seconds.
That was the right read. Taking a shot for Jaden Martin, the senior wide receiver. Just missed him by a little bit there.
9th play of the drive for the Bears that started at their own 38. They started this drive with 2:33 left in the half. 21-7. They were moving the ball until they got down to the 32-yard line of Skyview Rex, and then they've gone 3 straight incompletions, and it's 4th and 10, but it's a timeout by the Bears as they want to get this last play. Well, they're still, if they don't get the first down, it's the last play. But, right. I mean, if they get the first down, obviously they can continue this drive with they've got 1 timeout left.
Yeah, but it's a long 10 yards to go to convert this thing, to keep this offense going. I'm honestly, even though the score is 21-7 here, John, I'm pretty impressed with Bear River. They've been fighting and putting up a heck of an effort here tonight.
So we've got some score updates. Let's see, the last one we had 14-7 Ridgeline, 8:14 left in the first half over Green Canyon, and 28-0 Mountain Crest over Logan. 1:48 still in the first quarter. I wasn't laughing. All right, so here we go. It's 4th down and 10 from the Skyview 32. We'll see what Coach Waite and his coaching staff draw up for this 4th down and 10 play. Skyview leading 21-7. Again, like we said, from the Skyview 32. Skyview's showing blitz, though. They don't have any linebackers really across the way there. They're all up at the line. 2 receivers to the right. Snap back to Olson. Back to pass. Got a clean pocket. Still looking. Now the pocket collapses. Olson still going around. He throws, and it's up in the end zone. Knocked down or picked. Let's see.
It's going to be a penalty either way on Skyview.
And there's a lot of fighting down there. Whistles blow with 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, Cash Howell ends up catching that thing, but there's a penalty on Skyview. They hit him late. They hit Olson late on the play.
Okay, so it's going to be roughing the passer with 2 seconds left. That will take 15 yards. It will give them an automatic first down, and there will be the drive continuing from the 32. It should be down around the 17-yard line. And with 2 seconds, you've got another play if you're Bear River.
Yeah,
so.
he took one step too many when he hit him. The Skyview faithful don't love the call, but it was late. It was absolutely a late hit.
So now another timeout. Bear River uses their last one. It doesn't carry over, so it's a great timeout called. With 2 seconds, we'll keep it here. Again, Skyview tonight, Rex, is homecoming. They will try to get to 6-0 on the season, 2-0 in region play. Skyview, after this game, will be at Logan next week at Crimson Field to avenge that loss that Skyview took here at home.
You better believe Skyview's going to remember that one, too.
And then
they'll give them everything they got.
Yeah, then they host the Green Canyon Wolves the game after that. But looking at it, Skyview, they are 55-7 in their last 62 home games. So that's since 2013. Skyview's got a record of 55-7. They're 25-3 in the last 10 years in region home games as well. So there's a couple stats for you. Brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage. So first down and 10 from the Skyview 17, 21-7. Skyview leading, but there's 2 seconds on the clock. So you got one play unless there's a penalty. Jones behind Olson. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Olson gets a snap, blitz is on, he lets it fly. It's to the end zone, picked off in the end zone. Is that Favero again, or we'll see who it is? Did you catch the number, Rex?
I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm following him the whole way. It's one of those single digits, and they blur together.
Well, just keep watching him. I'm trying to keep my eye on him, too.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's Easton Ballard or Ramsey Vickers.
Well, we'll go with Ramsey Vickers, but we'll keep watching as Skyview. We're not going to go to break until we get this.
Ramsey Vickers, got him.
So
Yep.
Ramsey Vickers with the interception to end the half. Skyview leads at the half 21-7. So we'll take a break and come back with your halftime show right after this.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at ifacountrystores.com.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around, and it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of mind, and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Knorr Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castilite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com. Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
This is Colton Wood with the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. We look out for each other, for our friends, and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same. Bear River Mutual has been helping protect families in Utah since 1909.
Bear River Mutual.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. It's halftime. Skyview leading 21-7 here at halftime. John Newbold, Rex Davis with you as the Bobcats have gotten that lead. They held Bear River out of the end zone a couple of times with interceptions as the Bears got down on that side of the field, Rex, but the Bobcats kept them out with a Vickers interception in the end zone to end the half, and then earlier it was that diving effort by Favero.
Yeah, great defense by the Bobcats, coming up with takeaways, and that's how you win region games, is with takeaways. So, John, we do have some stats on the Skyview side of things, and these are brought to you by Great Basin Graphics, custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. That's Great Basin Graphics. Rushing the ball, Brevin Egbert has 11 carries for 96 yards, 3 touchdowns. A couple other, Dean Phillips has one for 3. Brighton Williams took a fly sweep for 4, and then Carson Thatcher has 4 yards rushing as well. Carson Thatcher passing the ball tonight for the Bobcats, 7 of 9, 100 yards exactly passing, and his main target has been Brighton Williams, who has 5 catches for 92 yards. He's completed 2 passes also to Brevin Egbert for 8 yards, and that is your halftime stats, again brought to you by Great Basin Graphics.
Again, the Bobcats, they lost the coin toss. Bear River won, and they elected to receive. So they had a Jones 2-yard run. They had an incompletion, and there was an offsides by Skyview, and then a 5-yard rush by Jones. But after that, they couldn't get anything going, and there was a sack in there by the Bobcats. And then Bear River had a punt to the Bobcats. So Bobcats' first possession from their own 28. They got a 9-yard pass to Egbert out of the backfield, then a 4-yard rush by Egbert. Then a 9-yard pass to Williams, and then it was a 51-yard TD rush by Brevin Egbert to give Skyview the lead with 7:27 in the opening quarter, 7-0. Bear River got the ball back and had to kick it away again to the Bobcats. Skyview on their second possession, they started on their own 32 with 3:53 in the opening quarter, and they had 3 first downs in this drive, and then they capped it off with a 4-yard TD rush by Brevin Egbert, and the Bobcats led 14-0 with 14 seconds in the first quarter to get things going, and it looked like the Bobcats were going to run away with this one. But on the next possession, the Bear River Bears had a big pass play on first down, and then that ended the first quarter. Then a couple more plays later, they hit an 8-yard pass play for the touchdown to Jace Roberts, and it cut that lead to 14-7 with 10:44 in the half. Skyview's third possession, they haven't been stopped yet because they scored again. This one started at their own 30-yard line, and in exactly 4 minutes and 70 yards later, the Bobcats were in again for the third rushing touchdown by Brevin Egbert to give the Bobcats a 21-7 lead. Bear River drove down from their own 28 with 6:33 remaining in the half. They got a first down to Roberts on a pass play. Then a couple plays later, another first down on a big pass play to Roberts for 17 yards. And then it was a pass over the middle, and Jace Favero from the safety position dove to the ground and read that completely from Olson's eyes and got the interception with 3:33 left in the half. And so we thought, hey, here's Skyview. They can tack on some more points, run out this clock. But they went 3 and out, had to punt, and Bear River started at their own 38 with 2:33. They weren't in any hurry, Rex, and that a little bit surprised me. They had a couple timeouts, but I thought they would show some urgency. They got to midfield. Then they got a 13-yard pass play, but 3 straight incompletions brought up a fourth down. They threw it down there. There was a pass interference about the 5-yard line, as there was a whole mass of humanity down there trying to dive for that interception. You couldn't tell who came down with it or if it was incomplete. So they had one more play with 2 seconds left. They threw to the end zone, and it was Ramsey Vickers with the interception in the end zone to give Skyview the 21-7 halftime lead, and they get to receive the ball to start the second half. So Skyview, if they can go down and make this a 3-touchdown lead, that would be big to start the second half.
Oh, absolutely. And anytime you're playing a region rival like the Bear River Bears, and Bear River's been really handling business as of late, you got to jump out on them and jump out on them quick. So it's going to be big to see how Skyview handles this when they come back and receive this kickoff to start the second half.
Well, the Bobcats lead 21-7 here at the half as they're announcing the homecoming dance royalty there at midfield. They already did the Hall of Fame. They inducted some people into the Skyview Hall of Fame as well. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll get you caught up on some scores from around the region, as there's 3 homecoming games tonight, one in Hiram, one in Millville, and then, of course, this one in Smithfield. We'll get you caught up on all those scores. It's Skyview 21 and Bear River 7 here at the half. And we thank you for listening here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Rudd Funeral Home is a family-owned business. They know how difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
The annual Post Consumer Brands United Way cereal sale is September 30th, starting at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Post cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Saturday, September 30th, starting at 7 a.m.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church? Or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing. 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
You've known Gem Electric for years, but did you know Gem Electric also sells the emergency generators? Gem Electric now sells and installs Kohler brand standby generators for your home or business. Installed by Gem Electric in Tremonton. Call Gem Electric for pricing today. Find that their service and expertise are shocking.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Great.
Welcome back to Skyview. Skyview leading 21-7. And the only thing that I can say to that song, Rex, is that the Aggies aren't learning how to fly as the Air Force Falcons are ruining Utah State in the opening Mountain West play there in
Really
Colorado
thought that was
Springs.
actually going to be a good game. I mean, I was kind of thinking that might be an even battle, a decent matchup, but not so much.
So again, Skyview leading here as we bring it to the press box, and unless you wanted to see demo mode, with 6:25 left in half.
Is just not cooperating.
It's been one of those nights. 21-7. Skyview with the lead. Other games in region brought to you by a Skyview sponsor, a real sponsor, Les Olson Company. Get your free network assessment at lesolson.com. It's the score updates by Les Olson Company. The last score that we had was Ridgeline 14, or actually I saw something else more recent. 17-7 Ridgeline leading the Green Canyon Wolves there in Millville. And with 8 minutes to go, still in the half, the last score we had is Mountain Crest all over the Logan Grizzlies, 34-0. A happy homecoming for sure out in Hiram's going to be tonight, because the Mustangs are taking it to the Grizzlies, and that will be Skyview's next opponent at Crimson Field, as the Grizzlies have got younger players trying to get things going, Rex, there, but just doesn't seem like the Grizzlies can get things going their way. I know they've had some injuries as well, but Skyview will be facing the Grizzlies next week at Crimson Field.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, John, is that they've been facing some injuries as well as a young team, but sometimes when you have a young team like the Logan Grizzlies have, that ends up paying off dividends in the future, because you get a whole bunch of varsity reps for a bunch of younger kids. So, well, that'll be interesting to see how that game plays out next week.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors here on The Fan. Adams Wealth Advisors powers your video experience on CacheValleyDaily.com. Also, stay tuned post-game. Old Gristmill is the sponsor of our bread and butter play of the game. They've got locations in Smithfield, Logan, and South Logan. Make sure that you listen. It's your chance to win 4 loaves of bread from the Old Grist Mill. We'll explain how you can do that after the game, so stay tuned. Also, Great Basin Graphics McDonald's is the sponsor of our player of the game. We'll announce that post-game as well. The Logo Shop is the sponsor of our uniform check. Napa Auto Parts, the best part of the game, is Napa Auto Parts. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, Les Olson Company, DD Auto and Salvage, and CashValleyDaily.com are proud sponsors of Skyview Athletics here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. So again, it's 21-7 here for homecoming. Skyview leading as the fireworks going off for the homecoming festivities. We're going to step aside, and hopefully we'll see the teams emerge from the locker room, and they'll have a chance to warm up. But again, Bear River got the coin toss. They won. They elected to receive to start the game, so Skyview will get the ball to start the second half. Again, Skyview leading 21-7 here at halftime in Smithfield.
Printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at ifacountrystores.com.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of mind, and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Nor Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeNorPlumbing.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
In the night, I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless.
21-7 Skyview over the Bear River Bears as they just put 3 minutes on the clock for the teams to warm up, as our timing couldn't be more perfect tonight. Bobcats leading the Bears 21-7 in this second week of Region 11 play. Again, Region 11 dominating the top 4 positions in the RPI. Skyview number 1, Green Canyon number 2, Ridgeline number 3, and Mountain Crest number 4. The crazy leap by the by the Mustangs last week as they jumped from 11 all the way to number 4 with that victory that the Mustangs had over Green Canyon 14-7 a week ago. And again, the way that it works with the RPI, Rex, as there's 27 teams in 4A this year, which is fantastic. No more of the North versus South, but so 27 teams. The bottom 3 teams don't make the tournament at all. So not everyone makes it, and then you take the top 8 seeds at the end of the year, and they actually get a first-round bye. So right now, the Bobcats would get a bye the way that it looks. Bear River is right in the middle there at 13. They're in the middle of the pack with their RPI. I'm trying to see. I didn't circle everyone. Logan is down there at 19. So those are the 6 teams out of the region. The top 4 seeds, again, dominated.
Right now, John, in 4A, that would leave Cottonwood, Tooele, and Murray on the outside looking in if they were to start today.
The one surprise when you look at the RPI, to me, Park City, they should be able to run the table in their region. Their region's not that strong. They're 6 right now. Provo at 7 and Crimson Cliffs at 8. Crimson Cliffs, 4-1 on the season. A little surprised they're down there at 8. They are a good team as they wiped out Desert Hills a week ago.
Yeah, Crimson Cliffs is a really solid squad, and I think it's interesting that you brought this up, John. Park City is sitting at number 6 in the RPI with an undefeated record. But I think that region that you talked about, I think that probably plays a little bit into that with their opponents' win percentage and things like that. I think that's why they're sitting down there at 6.
So as we're about to get underway here for the second half, like we mentioned, Bear River got the coin toss. They won, and they elected to receive. So Skyview will start the second half with the ball.
It is going to be Vickers with Williams back there to return. I was kind of wondering after the interception at the end, is he going to be on kick return? And he is.
Well, the reason you say that, Rex, is because when he was coming off the field, when we kept looking to see who it was for sure, his arm was dangling a little bit, probably just a stinger as he hit the ground. And the Skyview they're up a little bit with their coverage. They're making sure that Bear River doesn't catch them with the onside kick here to start the second half. As the ball's placed at the left hash, and the Bears will be kicking off, going right to left on your radio dial towards the north. There's the whistle for the start of play, and they kick it. It's just going to punch it up there to the 22-yard line. And the Bobcats get to the 25 as they know that the Bobcats got good returners back there, and they don't want to give them a chance, as I believe the up back there was Carver Ballard again.
And I haven't had the opportunity to watch a lot of Bear River Bears football this year, John, but I don't know in watching warm-ups if the kicker really can put it into the end zone. So maybe this is the safer play. Take it out of the explosive player's hands, kick it to the up men's hands, and see if you can go make a tackle that way.
Well, 1st and 10 Bobcats. They lead 21-7, going left to right on your radio dial to the south to start this second half off. Got 2 receivers out here to the right side. Ball's on that east hash. 1 receiver out there to the east. Running back in the backfield with Thatcher on first down. Turn around, fake the handoff. They throw over the middle. Complete to Zammel. His first catch of the night. He stretches forward to about the 40. We'll see where his knee came down. So that's Zammel's first catch. The ball was at the 26, and they get up to the 39, so 13-yard pass play to Zammel.
There they go with a little tempo and a quick hitter to Brighton Williams.
As he's trying to find, what a spin move! Puts him in the spin cycle, gets across the 40. What a move around Marble as he was zigging and zagging, and then just put on the spin cycle, gets up to the 43, 44-yard line. So a 5-yard pass play.
That's his 6th catch of the night.
Williams, that's a video game move.
Yeah, it was. He hit circle real quick.
2nd and 5 for the Bobcats at the 44. Snap back. Thatcher hands it off. A lot of blockers there for Egbert to the 50, the 45 in Bear River territory. He had 2 lead blockers on that.
Oh, yeah. Man, when Connor Dean came pulling on that play, he had a full head of steam. And if I was a Bear River defender there, I'd be pretty worried seeing big Connor Dean come around the edge like that.
So to this, it's a 14-yard run for first down in Bear River territory.
That puts him at 110 yards rushing.
Egbert on the left side. He's cutting upfield. Nothing there, but he gains a few yards from the 42-yard line. Aiden Wilson there on the tackle. They're going to give him, I think he got 4 yards to the 38. Oh, 3 yards to the 39. So Egbert again's over 100 yards. So 6 straight games with over 100 yards rushing on the season.
What a testament that is to this Skyview offensive line too, John.
Sure. 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcats at the 39-yard line of Bear River. 21-7 Bobcats, 9:50 here in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Egbert in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Throw off of Zamel's hands on the slant. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Just unable to connect there on that little tight end go route. It worked. It worked earlier on the drive. Unable to connect on this one, though.
6th play of the drive coming up for the Bobcats. Started at their own 26. They're at the 39-yard line of Bear River with a 21-7 lead. Same formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Thatcher on 3rd and 7. They go hard count, now look to the sideline for the play. 9:45 here in the third. Thatcher backs up, takes the snap. He's got a clean pocket. He's still looking. He throws. He's got a man out there and knocked down. And no flag. Coach Hal's going after the official like, what are you watching?
Yeah, they've missed a couple both ways, I feel like, John. I feel like there's been some penalties that should have been called on Skyview, and probably that one there for a pass interference.
Well, when I looked, Williams was trying to make his cut, and he couldn't get out there outside to the ball, and it was incomplete, but Skyview looks like they're going for it with the same formation.
Yeah,
Rex.
you're kind of in no man's land here. You almost have to go for it here.
4th down and 7 for the Bobcats at the Bear River 39. Skyview leading 21-7. Back to passes. Thatcher looking. He throws. He's got a man out there. It's Williams. Touchdown Skyview. What a dart. As Thatcher 39 yards to Brighton Williams, who beat the defender right in stride to the end zone.
What a play there from Thatcher to Brighton Williams.
39 yards, and the Bobcats extend that lead on the first
there,
possession of the second
half.
of the ball, and it was incomplete, but Skyview looks like they're going. So Favero with the hold on the extra point. There's the snap. Favero gets it down. Kick on the way by DeQuadros is good. So Skyview gets their 4th touchdown of the game. This one, the first one through the air. 28-7 with 9:31 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
This is Colton Wood with the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. We look out for each other, for our friends, and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same. Bear River Mutual has been helping protect families in Utah since 1909.
Bear River Mutual.
Soldier boy, 28-7, Skyview kicks off. It's returnable at the 10 to the 15, the 20. Tries to go up the middle, breaks one tackle, but can't break the second as the returner got up to the 24-yard line for the Bears.
Well, 21-point lead now, John, for the Bobcats. Still a lot of football left. We're still at 9:26 here in the third, but you get that feeling that Bear River's got to get something going, and they got to get it going quick.
So the Bobcats strike 28-7, 9:26 as Rex mentioned in the third quarter. 28-7 Bobcats. They did what we talked about they needed to do is they came out and scored on that first possession of the second half. Roberts in motion. They fake the handoff. Now they're just going to follow him. That's Owens behind him. And around the right side, great play call. You already have a couple blockers out there at wide receiver, and you send Roberts in motion as an extra blocker, and Owens faked the handoff and then just followed him around that right side for a big gain of about 6.
Yeah, it worked. It worked pretty good. And anytime you have an opposite side defensive lineman and Seth Toulson coming to make that play, That means you strung the play out pretty far.
7-yard rush for Olson, and it's 2nd and 3. Twin receivers, they turn around, they fake the handoff. Owens back to pass, gets around one defender, and as he goes forward, he's hit, still on his feet, and finally knocked back. I mean, give Owens a lot of credit as he got around one Skyview defender, then he just kind of was dodging people, and then he got pushed back for a loss of 1 yard back to the 30.
Yeah, he was really fighting with Hans Herman to just no give and take from either one of them, and then Tyson Bradley ends up coming in and kind of cleaning that up.
So 3rd down and 4 yards. They're at the 30, need to get to the 34. 8:15 left in the 3rd quarter, 28-7 Skyview leads. 2 receivers out here to each side for Olson on 3rd. Rush is on by Lily White. Throw, Olson complete, but he's short of the sticks and he's pushed back. He didn't get all the way to the 1st down marker. He's about a yard shy, so he needed 4. He got 3 on the pass play.
Yeah, the wide receiver, I believe it was number 19, Jaden Martin. He goes and runs this comeback route, but he's a yard short, and Ramsey Vickers closed on that extremely quickly to make that play, and Vickers is filling it in the arm again, John.
Yeah, that stinger from the first half on the interception. They need to get to the 44 for the 1st down. It's 4th and 1. They line up in punt formation, though. Back deep is Williams at his own 25. Snap back, kick is away. It's a low line drive. Bounces at the 35 and rolls down a Bear River bounce inside the 30 to about the 28. So Skyview will take over after the line drive punt. So Skyview again, they lead 28-7 as they took the opening, the opening kickoff to start the drive in the 2nd half from their own 26 and score on the 7th play of that drive on a 39-yard 4th down play to Williams.
Well, John, there's a lot of football left, but you can't help but kind of feel like, man, another touchdown here might be a nail in the coffin. Early to call it, but it does feel that way.
So 1st and 10 Bobcats. They hand it off to Egbert, and there's a flag that comes flying in. Egbert gets across the 35, dragging defenders. He's not going to go down, and they blow him dead for a 10-yard gain, but it's probably a hold on the Bobcats.
Let's see what the call is here. Yeah, hold on the offense there.
So, couple of score updates. It was a holding on the Bobcats. Ridgeline 24, Green Canyon 7 at the half, and Mountain Crest at the half leads Logan 41-0 in Hiram.
Jeez.
Bear River crushed Logan last week. What was it, 50-7 or something like that? So.
Yeah, something along those lines.
So with 7:07, they start the clock. 28-7 Skyview, 1st and 20. The ball's placed all the way back, I think at their own 18.
50-6.
50-6 last week against Logan was the Bears. What a victory. 7 touchdowns by Olson in that game. 3 receivers to the outside for the Bobcats. They turn around, they hand it off. Egbert's got some room following the blockers. He's up the field to the 30, 35, 40. A flag comes out. Egbert's going to go all the way to the end zone, but it's coming back.
Man.
Wow, from their own 18, it would have been an 82-yard rush. He would have surpassed 200 yards for the 3rd time this season, but that flag came out from the back judge there. Good arm by the back judge as he threw that one in. But what a play by the Egbert to get around the edge.
What I love is Dean Phillips came walking onto the field before he even knew, because he's like, hey, he's going to need a rest. Brevin Egbert just broke that thing. He's going to need a rest. But what a block by Connor Dean. Connor Dean pulled on the play, took off running, but all for naught, John, with the holding call.
I think that's Egbert's longest run of the year. I mean, it doesn't count,
right?
Because I think his longest before then was 80 on that swing. But that was a pass, that swing pass that he went down the sideline a couple games ago. But again, another hold. So back-to-back holds for the Bobcats as they're going backwards. It's going to be 1st and 30 now, I think.
Yeah, it's so 1st and Hiram. They got a long
1st and Hiram. That's right. Eventually, Skyview will get there.
Is Skyview calling timeout? Is Toph maybe wanting to get an explanation? That's kind of what I'm guessing here.
Yeah. Well, the Skyview uses a timeout. He wants an explanation, and I mean, it's not going to change anything, but he just probably just wanted to let the official know, hey, we're backed up way far, but I guess
we can't back up any further.
Well, the good thing is if there is another hold, then it's half the distance because it's at the 8.
That's what he's telling them.
But 6:32 in the third quarter, Skyview leading 28-7 here over the Bears. So first and Hiram for the Bobcats. I guess we could say first in Millville, maybe.
Yeah.
Not
quite
we'll go Hiram. We'll go Hiram. Now the officials are talking about it. Why not send in another one?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see the Bear River official on the east side run in too.
Let's have a.
Let's get 4 of them in there and see if it changes anything.
You got to wonder what they're discussing right now, John. It's got to make you wonder, did Toph bring up something that they hadn't thought about?
Well,
I mean, what's going on
I think what they're talking about is where they want to go to eat, and I'll give you a place. Go to the Skyview sponsor McDonald's for after-game snack as they're open late. First and 30 for the Bobcats at their own 8. Twin receivers to each side. I guess when it's first and 30, you pretty much have your whole playbook open.
Yeah.
For Coach Brant Reese, the offensive coordinator. Back to passes Thatcher. No rush. He's still looking. He throws over the middle. In and out of the hands of Guthrie. Hey, that's a headshot. Thank you.
What a bonehead play by Bear River. They did their job.
Yep, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Guthrie, and then the Bear River safety just hit him on the way down. I don't think he meant to anything malicious, but
I don't think he did either. But you gotta understand the ball's on the ground, and you don't need to make that play.
So personal foul on Bear River, and so you'll take 15 yards, and it will be first and 15 now. We haven't even had a play that's counted.
Just had the ball moving around a whole lot.
Just a lot of laundry on the field. The clock down to 6:27 in the third, 28-7. Those other games that are at half might catch up. Twin receivers to each side. Thatcher back to pass. On first, they set up the screen to Egbert, and he is clocked as they miss a block out there. Great recognition by the Bears to come up and hit Egbert, because if they don't make that tackle, Rex, a lot of room on that east side.
Yeah, that was read absolutely beautifully by Caleb Korth, senior defensive back. He's seen that play called a time or two, and he just broke on that thing.
So I think that was our first official play. Loss of 2 on the pass to Egbert on that screen.
I forgot to even do stats there. It's been so long.
Well, it was 2-yard loss, so it's second down for the Bobcats. 2nd and 17. The ball is at the 21 of the Bobcats. Clock running at 5:45. Back to pass, Thatcher to Williams in the slot, and just kind of a hook route, and now the Bobcats are in business. They'll have about 3rd and manageable at 3rd and 5 probably. They go quickly. They get from the 21 to the 23-yard line. That can't be right. 21 to the 30, that's more like it, 33-yard line, so a 12-yard pass play.
That's Brighton Williams' 8th catch of the night.
3rd down, Thatcher, he's got a man wide open down the sideline. Oh, incomplete, he just misses him. A broken coverage on the outside by the Bears as Thatcher just missed the receiver. That was a touchdown.
Oh, he had Jace Favero. Favero had left the defender in the dust, and Thatcher just misses him on the play.
Favero down the sideline. He had about 10 yards on the defender, but just too far for Favero and incomplete. Thatcher's been on the money most of the night, but he missed on that one. A sure touchdown for the Bobcats, incomplete. 5:06 in the third quarter, 28-7 Bobcats, so they'll have to punt on 4th and 5 at their own 33. The Bear River receiver on this punt is standing at his own 29. Snap is back, and the flag's all over the place. The punt is away.
Wow.
A fair catch called for by the Bears at the 32-yard line, and some extra shoving, and flags come flying out there. So we're going to have penalty markers at the snap. There was 2 penalty markers thrown by each line judge, and then the back judge threw a flag there at the end. I'm not sure what happened, but there was some pushing and shoving by both teams. So we'll have to wait and see as they sort this out.
Yeah, they're gonna call everybody in for a real official conference here. See if we can do a little lip reading.
Well, you've got the binoculars, so with 5 minutes exactly to play here in the third quarter, Skyview leads 28-7. We'll see what they decide as there's 3 flags on the play.
John, what were you telling me about scrap metal? Where was it I was supposed to go?
DD Auto and Salvage.
That's right.
As they are...
They're Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles, if I remember what you told me. Pickup is available. All you got to do is call 787-1204, and D&D will come pick up your junk vehicles.
And no job is too small for them, as they'll take care of you at DD Auto and Salvage. Again, stay tuned post-game as we'll have our Old Grist Mill bread and butter play of the game. Your opportunity to win 4 loaves of bread from the Old Grist Mill, as well as the McDonald's player of the game. We'll name that as McDonald's is the sponsor of that. So it's an illegal formation on the Bobcats, and then another penalty, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike on Skyview, and he got ejected. Wow, and then on Bear River, and they eject him.
Wow, double ejections.
So 2 players, I think the Bobcat that will be ejected, the player that I saw down there was number 7. That's Peyton Hillstern.
Yeah, that's who I saw as well.
But I don't know who it was with the Bears, but 2 players got ejected. I don't think there was anything enough there to eject a player unless there was words exchanged, because we're up here.
Yeah, right in front
because they were just pushing each other. There was no headshot or anything that I saw. But 2 players, 1 from each side, will be ejected from the game. And then the false start, I think they'll just have to punt it again, I believe.
That's a fairly big deal, too. When Skyview gets a lead, they run a double tight end set. And when they run that double tight end, they typically are running Zamel and Hellstern in that set. That may come to
well, here's what
play here.
So after all those penalties, it was declined, and Bear River will just take over.
That was an eternity, that last drive. I feel like that just lasted forever.
Well, only about a minute came off the clock.
That was so long
2
with
minutes.
all the penalties.
2 minutes, 17 seconds ran off the clock. So from their own 37, with 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter, it's Bear River football, and now the whistles blow again as they stop play. They were lining up to get things started, and then the whistles came flying in again. So we'll have to sort this out. The officials doing a lot of talking, and we've only played a couple minutes. So here we go as we think that they're about to start, Rex.
I'm looking through the binoculars here, and I'm trying to figure out what they even talking about.
Well, the ball's at the 37 of Bear River. Skyview leading 28-7, and there's the whistle for play. Got a receiver out here to the west, 2 to the left, or right. Marble in motion. They fly, sweep it to Marble. Flags come flying out again. It's like one of those things, Rex, when it's the motion memory, right?
Yeah.
The refs have gotten that memory of the flag, and they're just flying right now as it was right at the snap. 2 flags come flying out, and it's a legal procedure on the Bears. So now it's the Bears' turn to go backwards, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. You do that underhand toss with the flag enough, and it's almost like you're out there doing curls, and maybe that's what's going on here, getting that throwing arm strong.
So I think we're actually going to get a play here. I don't know what's going on. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Olsen back to pass. He throws on a screen. It's complete to the 30, the 35, 40. He's got some room to the 45. He's got the first down to midfield. So on 1st and 15 from the 32, they're to midfield. So 18 yards for the first down.
Jace Roberts he's really a special receiver. He's there at the bottom of your screen right at the 50-yard line. That kid is really, really good.
So now 1st and 10 at midfield for the Bears. 2 receivers out there. For Olsen, he turns around, handoff to Jones up the middle, and Jones gains about 1 to the 49 of Skyview.
Good tackle by Hans Herman.
Yeah. Seems like most of the time when Jones has it and he's up the middle, Herman meets him right there at the point of attack. Called their names a lot on those collisions. 2nd and 9. Clock down to 3:39 here in the third. They're at the Skyview 49. Skyview leading 28-7 in here in the third. Olsen back to pass. The blitz is on. He steps up into the pocket. Now he rolls out to the right, and he's got some yardage. Olsen upfield for close to a first down there. As he gets to the 49, and they're going to mark him at the 42, so a 7-yard gain. He'll bring up 3rd and short.
I think it was Easton Ballard that met him over there on the sideline, but Olsen won that collision. He definitely fell forward on the play.
So at the 42-yard line of Skyview, it brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Bears. Skyview makes a substitution. Good sprint off there for the Bobcat defender. 3rd and 2 for Olsen and the Bears. They trail 28-7 here in the third. Turn around, handoff. No, Olsen's going to keep it. He's got some room to the 40, 30, 25, 20, and he's bumped out of bounds inside the 20 of the Bobcats on that read option. What a play call.
Oh, it was perfect. The way that Olsen kept that ball, if he hands that off to Titan Jones, he's probably stuffed in the middle. But the way he kept that thing, he had tons of turf out in front of him, and he just turned on the jets and got out there. Touchdown saving tackle there by Favero as well as Vickers.
25-yard run for a first down for the Bears. 1st and 10. Olsen back to pass. Rush up the middle. They set up the screen, and it's knocked down. I'm not sure who the Bobcat was.
It was Connor Dean.
Okay.
He's having a great night. He really is.
They set up that screen. With as many black jerseys were in the backfield, it probably was set up perfectly, but Dean climbed the ladder and knocked it down.
Yeah, nice play there by Connor Dean. He's been really killing it on the offensive line today, John, and there he goes on the defensive line as well.
2:41 left in the third, 28-7 Skyview. 2nd and 10 from the 17 of Skyview are the Bears. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jones in the backfield with Olsen. In shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He throws incomplete.
Oh.
And it went right off the Skyview defender. It was such a hot throw that it bounced right off his helmet.
Yeah, so Olsen had to actually change the trajectory of his throw on that play because the defensive end came right off the edge and was right there in his face. I believe it was Lily White on the side, so he ends up sidearming that thing, and it hits Vickers right in the hands and face mask.
So 3rd and 10 now. This drive got down to the 17-yard line of the Bobcats, and now the Bears are looking at a 3rd and 10. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jones in the backfield. They turn around. They fake the handoff. Olsen's going to keep it around the right side. He's got some room to the 10, the 5. He dives for the end zone. I think he's in.
Waiting for an official signal, but there it is.
Okay, there it is. It was delayed, but a touchdown from 17 yards out. That read option has gotten the Bobcats twice on the 7th play of the drive. They're in to the end zone.
Yeah, I think when you see Olsen's passing stats, you kind of expect him to sling the ball around. You got that big running back in Titan Jones. The obvious thing would be to hand off to him, but that option is really working.
So 28-13 pending the extra point with 2:30 left here in the third. Snap back, hold is down, kick is on the way. It looks good, and it is. So with 2:30 left in the third quarter, the Bear River Bears are cutting in that Skyview lead. It's 28-14 Skyview. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickups available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Rudd Funeral.
Skyview with a 28-14 lead, 2:30 left in the third quarter. As we await the kickoff by the Bears, they've just kind of popped it up into the air each time around the 20-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Same thing. This one's a little deeper. Fair caught at the 19 or 20, depending on where they spot it. They're going to mark it right at the 20, it looks like. So 2:29 remaining in the third quarter. It'll be Bobcats football at their own 20, leading 28-14, 2:29 remaining here in the third. Two receivers to one side, one to the other. Egbert gets the handoff on first down. He cuts upfield. He's going to break free. Still dragging. Oh! He almost jumped out of the tackle at the 35-yard line, and a lot of green in front of him if he gets away with that one.
Good hard running by Brevin Egbert. And like you said, John, he almost jumps out of that thing and keeps on trucking.
18-yard rush by Egbert. Skyview hurries up to the line at the 38 and then does the hard count and looks to the sideline. So at their own 38, 2 minutes to play here in the third, 28-14.
123 yards, 3 touchdowns for Brevin Egbert.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Turn around, fake the handoff. They throw over the middle, complete to Williams. And Williams is pushed back, but he gains 9 on the pass play. As he was just in the slot, we've seen that play many times as Williams and Thatcher connect again.
One more catch, and Brighton Williams will be in double digits.
Williams trying to get that McDonald's player of the game. 2nd down and 1 for the Bobcats. Near midfield, they're at the 47-yard line. Clock down to 1:19 here in the third. Turn around, Thatcher hands it off to Egbert. Big hole! Left side to the 40, the 35, and across the 35 in Bear River territory.
A little push and shove in there at the end, but man, here goes Brevin Egbert. So Brighton Williams has 9 catches for 157 yards tonight.
I think that was 19 yards. I'm going to give him 19 yards on that run.
And that's
for Egbert.
That's his 15th carry.
4th play of the drive coming up with 45 seconds here in the third. Started this drive at their own 20. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Egbert, the deep back behind Thatcher, takes the snap. Egbert up the middle, across the 30 on 1st and 10 from the 33. And that will probably, the clock's at 18 seconds. Skyview won't have to snap it again. I think they're going to give him 5 yards on that carry. Skyview lines up, though, for one more. Hard count. Nobody flinches. Clock down to 5 seconds. On 2nd and 5, they get the play off. They throw it. Short, small pass down low, and they're going to call it incomplete.
I guess.
Williams is saying, hey, I went down and got that. But they're not going to give it to him. So when that's the end of the third quarter, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Bobcats to start the fourth quarter. It's Skyview 28, Bear River 14. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the fourth quarter right after this.
Difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
The annual Post-Consumer Cereal Sale is September 30th, starting at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Post cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Saturday, September 30th, starting at 7 a.m.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Skyview 3rd down and 5 to start the fourth quarter. They lead 28-14. They're at the 28-yard line of Bear River. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Thatcher. Egbert in the backfield. Thatcher back to pass. Looking. Pocket breaks down. He's rolling out to his right. He throws too high, incomplete. So good defense there on 3rd and 5 for the Bears. He was intending that throw to the outside to Williams, but it was too high. It brings up 4th and 5. Do the Bobcats go for it with a 2-touchdown lead, Rex?
I think in that no man's land you do. You try your hard count, you see if they'll jump, and then you go for it.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Same formation. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher. Now they look to the sideline. It's 4th and 5 from the Bear River 28. This would be huge if the Bears can get a stop here, have an opportunity to cut into that Bobcat lead. Thatcher pitches it out to Egbert. He's got blocking. He's got the first down and more to the 20, the 15, and he's bumped out of bounds, but he's got the first down on that pitch play from the 28. They mark him out of bounds inside the 15 to the 14, so a 14-yard run on the pitch play on 4th down.
Well, John, just got to keep running that clock. Tons and tons of football left to play, but if they can keep just handing Egbert the ball, clock will keep ticking.
Yeah, big 4th down conversion there for the Bobcats, and the Bobcats
start. Yeah, that was a false start on Satili Palmer.
So Skyview gets the 5-yard penalty there. It'll be 1st and 15. It will go back from the 14 back to the 19.
That's what happens a lot of times too. You get a false start, and then somebody else is coming into play.
It's good to have that kind of depth, too.
Yeah, the O-line is very strong for Skyview.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Guthrie on the short side of the field here. Ball is on the left hash on the Skyview sideline to the west. 11:48 left to play, 28-14. Skyview leads. Thatcher on 1st and 15. Looking, back to pass. He throws over the middle, got a man there. Complete!
Wow.
Whoa, what a laser to Brighton Williams! Wow, that was a laser. The defender jumped it, thought he maybe had a pick, and then Williams just snagged that baby out of the air. 29 yards for the touchdown.
Let's see if we can get instant replay going here as Thatcher looks over the sideline, gets his check sign. These replays are just super long. Comes up, tells the troops what it is they need to do.
On the extra point, snap back. Fabero holds, and the kick is through by De Quadros. 35-14. What an absolute laser.
That was so close to being intercepted, too.
Sometimes you wonder how that ball gets through there, but that was a laser. 29 yards out, and Skyview retakes that lead back to 21, 35-14 with 11:43 to play here in the game. Skyview trying to stay undefeated. And Bear River is the same. They're both 1-0 in region play.
Well, John, Brighton Williams is averaging 18.6 yards per catch, and he's got 10 catches on the night, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, both coming from the rifle of Carson Thatcher.
Yeah, that one, I don't know a lot about guns, but that one was probably next level. That one's a missile.
That was good stuff.
I don't know. I think Williams might have a bit of a bruise.
We got a new kickoff man here, John. Got 82.
As he powers that one in 5 yards deep.
Hey,
and
okay.
Touchback.
That's Jace Carlson, sophomore. Might have found something right there. That's a good kick.
That was. It wasn't a high one, but it did
works,
the job.
Yeah, it works.
So from their own 20, Bear River will take over, trailing 35-14, 11:43 to play. So it's from their own 20, Skyview leading 35-14. As Jones comes in late for the plays, they've lined up. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Turnaround, handoff to Jones, and he's up the field for 5 yards to the 25.
I think that's the right call for Bear River. Just because you're down, don't abandon the run. When you got Titan Jones at running back, you got to keep feeding him.
Well, the PA announcer said it was Brody Miller on the carry, but...
My mistake.
Well, I thought it was Jones, too.
We know more than them, right?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I question it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, so 2nd down and 5 at the 25-yard line. Skyview leading 35-14. Bears football. Olsen in shotgun, hands it off on the left side. No, he throws. He fooled me. He's got a receiver there. 40, 35, 30, 25. He's not going to get caught. Touchdown, Bears. 75-yard pass play for the touchdown.
Wow, he absolutely, and by he I mean Jace Roberts, left the defender in the dust on that play.
What a pass play. Olsen fooled me. I thought he handed it off for sure.
I thought he handed it off too. That's just such good magician work there out of him. I mean, he showed the handoff, made it look like it was the real deal, and then he just airs it out with a perfect throw.
Yeah, that's David Blaine stuff, right?
Yes, it is.
So 35-20, pending the extra point, 10:53. That didn't take him long.
No, it did not.
Took him 1 minute and 10 seconds to be exact, and a false start there by the lineman before the snap on the extra point, so it'll knock him back 5 yards for this extra point.
5 yards can really make or break it, too, at the high school level.
Well, I think, too, you're thinking, too, as a lineman, right? You don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
And so when you're thinking and you're not reacting, maybe you're late with a block or something. We'll see. So pending the extra point, still 5 yards back. Snap is back. It's high. They get it down. Kick on the way. It looks good, and it is. Easily through the uprights, and it's 35-21 with 10:53. We'll step aside and be back right after this.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
Yes, so crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl.
35-21. It is crazy right now, but Skyview with the lead. Nothing was as crazy as last week's 1-point win for the Bobcats, 23-22 over rival Ridgeline. But here it's Skyview still got some game to play to notch this second win in region and stay undefeated on the season at 6-0. 10:53 left to play. Skyview leading 35-21. As Bear River is about to kick off. They get their foot into it, and it's an onside kick. It's a live ball. It's still loose, and Skyview, I think, jumped on it.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
I think Skyview did too. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
It's Easton Ballard.
Well, good job, Easton Ballard. That rolled all the way down to the 36.
It was a good onside kick.
It really was. Surprise onside kick there, and Skyview missed it at first. Then it bounced all the way down to the 36, where Skyview will take over. And as Rex said, Easton Ballard jumped on it.
Carver Ballard got banged up on that play, too. Might need to monitor that.
So the Bobcats, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They turn around, hand it off to Egbert on the right side. He's free to the 40, the 45, and a flag comes in. We haven't seen one for a while, so you might as well throw it. Got about 11 yards, and there goes another flag.
Carter Andrews was not happy with that call. I'm guessing it was a hold on Zamel on the edge.
Well, then a late flag comes flying in. I don't know if this is the same penalty or...
I'm guessing that was jawing.
Yeah. So that would be a dead ball foul on the Bobcats. So this one might really punish the Bobcats. So if you get a hold and then a personal foul that's dead ball, you're going to look at 25 yards of penalties, which will take this ball I think the dead ball foul would have to be half the distance, but we'll see.
I think that's what we're going to see here.
So there is 2 penalty markers. One came out late. If you're watching on CashValleyDaily.com, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Also want to thank DD Auto and Salvage bringing you this Skyview football game on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Geez, there's just a lot of discussion. No, I never even got a signal. Okay, here we go.
Holding on Skyview. That takes it back to the 26-yard line. And then dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Skyview. So that will take it back half the distance to the 12.
Wow.
So now it's 1st and Preston for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Coach Howell's he's used a timeout here. He wants to get his guys' head right. He wants to give them a chat and say, listen, this game is still far from over. There's almost 11 minutes left in this game. This is not out of reach.
So last week, the Logan Grizzlies gave up 50 points to Bear River. This week, they've given up 48 points to Mountain Crest as Mountain Crest leads Logan 48-0. 8 minutes, 25 seconds still in the third quarter, Rex.
Jeez, that's a running clock at that point too. Right?
I didn't even think. Yeah,
that's a running clock.
Yep,
and
second half over 35. So, again, we want to thank our sponsors, Great Basin Graphics, custom T-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. It's Great Basin Graphics, a proud sponsor of Skyview Sports. And Napa Auto Parts, best part of the game, probably that pass play on the last touchdown of Brighton Williams.
And threading the needle. That's definitely the best part of the game.
That was a laser. So Skyview has first down in a long play here. From their own 12, they lead 35-21 with 10:47 left to play in the game. First down would be out at the 46-yard line. Thatcher fakes the handoff, throws complete to Zamo up the field. He's across the 30 as he bowls over a defender, and the ball pops loose, and Skyview's recovered.
He was real close to down, John, when that thing came out, but either way, Jace Favero there to recover.
So the Bobcats, that play goes, the pass play went to the, the 34-yard line from the 12. So 22-yard gain on the pass play. Then it was fumbled for 3 yards. So 22-yard pass play. And it'll bring up second down for the Bobcats and about 8. They turn around, handoff to Egbert, right side. He's got some blockers. He's across the 40, and he's bumped out of bounds on that far east side of the field. So we'll have to wait till they spot it. Line of scrimmage was the 38 of the Bobcats.
Brevin Egbert, he had a chance there, but the defense did a good job getting the block, but then they stayed in their position and made Egbert string that thing out there.
5-yard rush for Egbert brings up a third down for the Bobcats and about 4.
18 carries, 166 yards for Brevin Egbert.
Thatcher turns around, handoff to Egbert right side. He's going to be pushed back. He's about a yard shy, I think. Depends on the spot. I think he's shy. I think he got to the 45. They needed to get to the 46.
Tempo.
4-yard rush. Skyview lines up quickly. Under center is Thatcher. Now he looks to the sideline. They were trying to get him to jump, but they didn't.
Yeah.
So 4th and 1, and now a timeout by the Bobcats, their second of the half. So 4th down and 1. The ball is at the 45. They needed to get to the 46. A big 4th down as they lead 35-21 with 8:59 to play. If you roll the dice, Rex, and you don't get it, you're giving Bear River some great field position, down 2 touchdowns.
It's real risky here, partner. You got to have all the confidence in this play call. You got to know what it is you're going for. John, believe it or not, we got another score update out of the Mountain Crest Logan game. This one brought to you by the Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. If you're a student in the Logan, Cash, or Rich school districts, you can get paid for good grades. Mountain Crest puts another one on, 54-0 Logan 0.
That doesn't surprise me, actually, Rex. How quick it came, maybe.
How quick it came is what got me. Yeah, the fact that they got another, sure, but.
Yeah, 35-21. What a dismantling out in Hiram. A lot of happy homes out there in Hiram tonight. 4th and 1, they hand off to Egbert. He didn't get it. He stopped right at the 45. No gain on 4th and 1. They mark him no gain at the line of scrimmage, and Bear River's got a ton of momentum as they celebrate on the sideline.
Yeah, that's a big-time stop there for Bear River.
Turnover on downs, that's big with 8:54 left. Skyview leads, but they lead by 14, and Bear River has fantastic field position at the 45 of Skyview. So now the Skyview defense needs a stop. Need to start getting stout on defense. So Olson, high snap, pulls it down. He throws on 1st down. He's got a man out there. It's Roberts, incomplete. Down to the 10 as he had beaten the defender, but it just threw his hands. Incomplete as Roberts had beaten his man.
Yeah, that was Brighton Williams one-on-one with Roberts, and I think at some point they're going to have to dedicate a safety to Roberts. You got to have help over the top. This kid is a speed demon. Brighton Williams is probably the quickest player on Skyview, and man, Jace Roberts had at least a full step on him.
So Roberts is going to come out as he just ran that big play. He's going to come out for a play. 2nd down and 10 from the 45. Skyview leading 35-21. Bear River football at the Skyview 45. They turn around, they fake the handoff. Olson's going to keep it on the left side, and he's tackled. Skyview had been burnt twice on that read option by Olson. This time they're not fooled, and it'll be a short gain.
Yeah, Jace Lillywhite just stayed home, went and made the tackle there.
1 yard play. So it brings up a 3rd down and 9 now from the 44 of Skyview with 8:40 clock running. Skyview leads by 2 touchdowns, 35-21. Here on homecoming night. So big 3rd down and 9 from the Skyview 44. Jace Roberts is going to come into the game. 2 receivers to each side for Olson.
They do have safety help this time.
Roberts in motion from right to left. Olson back to pass. The blitz comes. He throws incomplete.
That's Easton Ballard that knocks the ball down there. Great play there by the linebacker.
So on 1st down, Bear River went for the deep ball to Roberts. It was incomplete, and then Skyview holds them to a 4th down and 9, and Bear River trailing 35-21. Looks like they're going to go for it as they are in Skyview territory with 8:11 left to play. They're at the Skyview 44, 4th down and 9. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones in the backfield with Olson. Marble in motion, right to left. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Olson back to pass. He gets hit as he throws. It is complete. I think that's Roberts, and it is complete to the 30. As he was cut in half, Olson was when he threw that ball. From the 44 to the 30, a 14-yard pass play for the 1st down.
Yeah, he hung in there tough, threw a nice ball to Jace Roberts. Good coverage by Brevin Egbert, but a much better ball by Olson.
So clock will run. 1st and 10, Bears. They keep the game alive and this drive alive. Clock under 8 minutes to play. 35-21 Skyview at the 30-yard line of Skyview for Olson on 1st down. 1 receiver to each side. They turn around, they hand it off. Jones with some blockers. He's up the right side. He's tackled, but he gains about 5 or 6, maybe more, where they're spotting it. So he got clear upfield. They're going to give him 9.
Geez, big run there by Titan Jones.
Well, they call it 8, so we will too. 2nd down and 2. 6th play of the drive coming up. Ball is at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2 for the Bears. Snap back to Olson. He's going to throw. Blitz up the middle. Gets out of it. He's going to run upfield. He's got a lot of room. 15, 10, 5, and he's hit and pushed out of bounds near the goal line. As he gets to the 2-yard line, big 20-yard run, and it's 1st and goal.
I am absolutely impressed by Bear River, John. They have not let a 14-point lead get to them. They are playing so hard, giving everything they got.
They were down by 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so under 7 minutes to play, 6:53 on the clock. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Heavy run formation.
35-21 Skyview. Olsen under center this time. Takes the snap. He's going to turn around, hand off to Jones, up the middle,
He's
touchdown. I about called him Bucket Jones, his older brother, but Tyden Jones in from 2 yards out, and that leads 35-27.
Man, what a game. I am just blown away by the grit that Bear River is showing in this game.
So 2-yard rush for the touchdown is Jones pending the extra point. Skyview leading. So snap back, hold down, kick on the way, nearly blocked, but it's good. So it's 35-28 with 6:49 left to play in the game. Come back for the conclusion of the game. Coming up next.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Let's go.
35-28. 6:49 left to play. A lot of time. The Bears just cut the lead to 7. They've been down by as much as 21. They stopped Skyview on a 4th down and short. And then they got into the end zone. And now they kick it deep. It's going to be returned at the 20. That's Williams. He's trying to set up a big play. He's to the 25, and he's tackled there across the 25. He's trying to find an opening and didn't quite find something on that right side, as they had a return on the right, so he tried to get to that wall, but he couldn't quite get there. He gets to the 27, where Skyview will start. 1st and 10.
Well, we got ourselves a football game here, John. I expect a heavy dose of Brevin Egbert here, though.
Well, Bear River has got a lot of momentum as they held the Skyview on a 4th down and then scored from 2 yards out by Tyden Jones on a run, and it's 35-28 Skyview. 1st and 10 Skyview, though. One receiver to each side. Tight formation there for the Bobcats. Egbert's in the backfield with Thatcher as he looks to the sideline. And then a flag comes out. That's going to be a delay of game on the Bobcats.
Skyview's looking really quite sloppy, John, in this game. Don't know if it's the homecoming festivities on the mind or what, but we're seeing mistakes that we don't normally see.
Well, they had that lead and then a bunch of penalties after that, and it just kind of Skyview's unraveling. Coach Howell even called a timeout to kind of gather the troops back up. So 1st and 15 Bobcats. Thatcher takes a handoff to Egbert. He spins around. He breaks free for a second, and then he's tackled from behind as he gets out to the 29. Line of scrimmage was a 22, so he got 7 yards.
That's his 21st carry of the game. Offsides there on Bear River. Got him to jump finally.
For the first time, so for the 29-yard line was the line of scrimmage after the gain by Egbert.
A little surprising that they got him to jump there because it hasn't worked all night, and it was nothing different.
Yeah, so up to the 34 now. That helps Skyview as Bear River hasn't had too many penalties. So 2nd down and about 3 for the Bobcats up at the 34. Clock running at 6:05 and Skyview leads 35-28. 3 receivers to the left of Thatcher, 1 to the right. Egbert in the backfield with him. Thatcher takes it. He's going to hand off to Egbert. Gets around the outside, and he's knocked down for a short gain of 1 up to the 35-yard line. So a big 3rd down here, Rex.
Yeah, it really is. And this is a third and what you would think is just an automatic handoff to Egbert, but Bear River's done a good job bottling him up.
2 receivers to each side on 3rd and 2.
And I say that, John, with him having 178 yards rushing, but relatively speaking, I guess.
Twin receivers. 1 running back in the backfield is Egbert with Thatcher. Thatcher's going to throw complete to Brighton Williams. He gets a block from Guthrie across the 40. Great block by Guthrie to allow Williams to get upfield for extra yardage. Get that yak.
Yeah, that's a big block there by Guthrie, and that's something that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. The catch by Williams does, but, man, what a block by Guthrie to set the edge.
So a first down, I think that was 12 yards, not sure, by Williams, but it keeps the drive going. They turn around on first down, handoff to Egbert. He bounces it outside, across midfield, breaks a tackle, still keeping those legs going.
So strong. He is so strong.
From the 47-yard line, Egbert dragging defenders like it's no problem as he is in Bear River territory, an 11-yard gain for the first down.
That got the entire crowd fired up on that play.
Egbert, he was going to drag that defender all the way to South Carolina to his sister's home. 42-yard line of Bear River, 35-28 Skyview with 4:43 left to play in the game. They lead. They turn around, they hand it off to Egbert, right side, big hole, 35-30, down to the 25 as they're right in Egbert. And another big gain from the 42 to the 25-yard line. Yes, so a 17-yard gain. So 3 first downs in a row.
That's what separates good teams from great teams, John, is being able to come in, play smash mouth football, and finish a game like this, and that's what they're doing.
6th play of the drive that started at their own 27, and they had 6:42 on the clock. Clock running down to 4:13 here left in the game, 35-28 Bobcats.
That puts Brevin Egbert over 200 yards.
His 3rd 200-yard rushing game of the season. As Thatcher's letting that clock run down, he's looking at the back judge. They're in a tight formation, only 1 receiver to the left. Egbert in the backfield. Thatcher, turn around, hand off to Egbert. Left side, and he's hit and pulled down for a short game, but that clock continues to run. And now a timeout, I believe, by Bear River with 3:45. So we'll see where they spot it.
He signaled Skyview timeout, but...
Well, it was definitely Bear River.
Yeah.
Coach Wade on the other side. Think he gained 5. I'm trying to see where they spot it, Rex, but I don't think he gained 5, so I think he only gained 2 from the 25, to the 23, I think. But they haven't, I can't see the ball.
No, I can't either. Oh, I can on CashValleyDaily.com, though. Looks like it's on the 23.
Okay, so a 2-yard gain then by Egbert, and then the timeout. So the clock is stopped with 3:45. Skyview leads by 7, 35-28. We've got a score update. That's one brought to you by CashValleyDaily.com. Logan got on the board. They're just starting the 4th quarter, but 54-7. Mountain Crest with the lead. So it's 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats at the 23-yard line of Bear River with 3:45 remaining in the game. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left is Guthrie. He's close to the line of scrimmage, though, lining up kind of tight. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher. Look for this pitch play. Now he moves Egbert to the right side, though. I thought they might run that pitch to the left. Now he goes back to the left. Thatcher takes it. He's going to keep it himself. Thatcher up the middle, nothing doing there. They tried the read option, not working. Maybe a yard as he dives forward to the 22. So we'll give him a yard. It brings up 3rd down.
Biggest thing is to just keep that clock ticking. Now we're down in the 4th quarter here, 3:25 on the clock.
35-28 Skyview, but it's a big 3rd down and 7 now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher as Thatcher's just going to let it run down. Now they look to the sideline. You have to wonder if Brighton Williams in the slot there. Thatcher takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking for Guthrie. He's got him. Guthrie gets his foot down. What a play as Guthrie just snags that out of the air down at the 12.
What a play by Liam Guthrie, going up there, high pointing the ball. Yeah, he gets out of bounds, but the first down's the most important part. And now you'll bring in Chance Wilson, go with a double tight end set with him and Zamel.
So 10-yard pass play to Guthrie gives you the first down. 9th play of the drive coming up. Clock stopped with 3:01. Skyview leads by 7, 35-28. Egbert in the backfield, one receiver to each side. They turn around, they hand off to Egbert right side, and he's twisted down and thrown to the turf. Gained some big yardage there, though, from the 12 down to the 9-yard line. We'll give him 3.
Thatcher's hit 4 different receivers in the game.
Well, they actually marked it back at the 10, so only 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats. Clock running at 2:35. Skyview leads by 7 as Thatcher just looks at that back judge in the back of the end zone. He's the one that counts for a delay of game. He's going to let that clock roll down. Down to 2:20. Now Thatcher has Egbert in the backfield. He's going to turn around, takes it, gives it to Egbert. He's tackled from behind. And they get it near the 6-yard line from the 10, so a 4-yard gain brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, 11th play of the drive that started at their own 27 and started with 6:42 on this drive, and they've run it down to 1:53 now. By the time they snap it, it will be over a 5-minute drive, Rex. 35-28 Skyview.
And that's a big testament to that offensive line of Brevin Egbert with 27 carries, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns.
At the 6-yard line, 3rd and 4. As Thatcher's just letting that clock run down to 1:33. Thatcher takes it. He hands off. I don't know if he got the first up the middle, and then he's knocked back. He's going to be a couple yards shy and a timeout by Coach Waite. What do you do if you're Skyview with 1:22, Rex? You lead 35-28. You're definitely in Calebe de Quadros' field goal range.
I'm having him kick it.
But you don't want to risk it getting blocked.
Right. I'm having him kick it either way. I know that it's a 4th and 2, and you have probably the state leading running back in Brevin Egbert. But for me, I send Calebe out there. I let him go punch this thing through, make it a 2-score game, because a 2-score game with 1:22 left, going to be real tough to do.
A 2-yard rush, and they do send Calebe out there on the timeout. It's the 12th play of the drive. They're lining this on the left hash. Calebe, this will be about a 21-yard field goal attempt from the left hash as Favero's the holder. So this will be a 21-yard field goal attempt with 1:22 left. There's the whistle for the start of play. Snap back. Favero gets it down. Blocked! It's blocked! The Bears have it. They're returning it. As they get across the 15, as it is blocked.
I cannot believe that just happened, John. The last 2 weeks we have seen everything, and now we have a blocked field goal attempt.
And Bear River returns it with 1 timeout and a 1:14 left to play in the game. It's the Bears that have an opportunity here as the ball is placed inside the 20. We're going to call it the 18, 1:22 left. Skyview defense needs to come up big. 3 receivers to the right. Olsen back to pass. He's going to throw. It's complete to Roberts. He gets a couple of blocks, and then the Skyview defenders take him down as they'll have to hurry up on the pass play. Brings up about 2nd and 5.
The hard thing for Bear River is they sent a guy very deep on that play.
Under a minute to play. 35-28 Skyview. It's at the 24-yard line. Back to pass is Olsen again. Rushes on. He's going to have to go outside. Still looking. He's going to run. He's up the field to the 30, the 35, and he gets out of bounds. Where do they mark him? At the 38-yard line. A 13-yard run for the first. Clock stops with 43 seconds.
Well, John, we had an instant classic last week with Skyview and Ridgeline. We might be having another one here with Skyview and Bear River.
At the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. It's 35-28 Skyview. 43 seconds left. Bear River 1 timeout, and they're 61 yards away from tying this up. Olsen takes the snap, back to pass, looking, Pocket breaks down. He's spun around and tackled, and a flag comes out.
It's got to be a holding
It's got to
call.
be a hold, but I don't think it was high enough for a face mask.
No.
We'll see. If it's a hold, it will be on Bear River from the line of scrimmage. It will take it back to the 29. Let's see what they call with 36 seconds.
As the stadium falls silent to await the referees.
And it's going to be a hold. He's looking like he's going to be marching it back to Bear River. The Skyview faithful in front of us, Rex, they've been calling for a hold the whole second half, and they finally got it. They never signal.
Really.
There it is. Finally, they call a hold. The official does. So it takes it back to the 29. So one timeout for the Bears, 35 seconds, and now Bear River, if the scoreboard's right, I think they've already used 2, so this would be their last timeout with 35.5 seconds. It's 35-28, Skyview with the lead. And it's 1st and 20, but that really doesn't matter. Right now, the thing that matters is Bear River is 71 yards away from getting into the end zone and having a potential opportunity to tie this game or take the lead.
Yeah, and it's going to take, I think it's going to take all 4 downs to get this 20 yards, unless they're able to slip Jace Roberts out, get him a shot downfield. But I think if you're Coach Waite, you know this. You've got 4 downs to get 20 yards. Go out there. You've saved your best plays. Go use them now.
Well, you got to be, if you're Skyview, you got to watch that read option. Coach Hal, the defensive coordinator, he's defensive minded. He doesn't want to give anything over the top. They had to talk about that, and Roberts is all alone.
Yeah, and you're going to give him that play in the middle, but there is no safety help on Roberts right now.
It's Carver Ballard versus Jace Roberts, and now Roberts goes in motion. Olsen back to pass, looking, throws. He's got a man out there. It's Marble. It's complete.
Wow.
It's complete. Coach Hal said it was incomplete, but it's going to be complete. Big pass play. Clock stopped with 27 seconds.
They got to clock it here.
They get up to the line. They clock it, so it's going to be 2nd down on the big pass play with 21 seconds, and a flag comes out on the Bobcats, I assume. As they get down inside the 35 to the 33.
John, we do have the replay here on CashValleyDaily.com while you watch that.
So we'll see, but I think this is a dead ball foul on Skyview. Maybe it's just a sideline warning. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
That ball was on the ground, John.
Well, Coach Hal said it was incomplete. You just saw it on the replay that it was incomplete.
He picked it up off the ground.
So here they go. It's going to be on the Bobcats. And if it's a dead ball personal foul, it is dead unsportsmanlike on Skyview. So Bear River got away with one. As we saw it on the replay, the official missed it as Talon Marble dropped that ball and picked it off the ground.
Yeah, that ball was on the turf. That was not completed. We saw it on instant replay.
18-yard line of Skyview. 35-28. Skyview leads with 21 seconds. Bear River has it 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Olsen back to pass. He's rolling out right. Still looking. He throws. Incomplete. It's short with 16 seconds. Incomplete. So it stops the clock.
Big stop there by the Skyview defense. They've bent. Now they can't break, though.
So at the 18-yard line of Skyview, 35-28, Skyview leads with 16 seconds. Bear River has it. 2nd down and 10, but they're at the 18. 2 receivers to each side. Skyview making some noise in the stands. 2nd down for Olsen. Now he looks to the sideline. Marble goes to the left side to create 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Olsen takes the snap, back to pass, blitz on, throw over the middle, touchdown! They can tie it up with the extra point.
Wow.
So from 18 yards out, it's a touchdown.
Absolutely crazy turn of events, John. They were down 21 points at one point.
35-34 Skyview with 11 seconds. And Bear River, I would assume they're going for the win here. Let's see, they're putting the ball on the left hash, or are they going to set up for the extra point? As they've got that They lined it up. Look at this. They've got everyone on the left side. They're going for 2. Olsen takes the snap. He's blitzed. He's up the middle. He throws. Incomplete. So Skyview holds 35-34. But it's not over yet. They're going to attempt the onside kick here. Skyview had a couple attempts at Olsen, and he got away and got the pass off, Rex.
What an absolutely gutsy call to go for the win on the road. It just falls incomplete. The play design there, though, there was nobody to block an unblocked blitzer right up the middle, so he was able to just blitz right off the edge there.
Well, and the Skyview got a hand on Olsen, but Olsen got around it, and then the second player was there, and he had to jump throw it, and he had the receiver, but Skyview was able to knock it down right at the end zone at the goal line. And so the 2-point conversion's no good. Skyview leads 35-34 with 11 seconds left. If they secure the onside kick, they're going to squeak out the victory here. Let's see what happens.
And this has been the kryptonite for the Bobcats, is these onside kicks. Every time somebody kicks one, it's a scary play.
So here we go. This could be the game, this onside kick. Skyview leads 35-34 with 11 seconds. Bear River to kick the onside kick. Skyview's got their hands team out there. They're offsides. No one calls it. It's off of Skyview. It's a live ball. Skyview jumps on it, I believe.
Yeah, I want to say
Skyview players down. I don't know how you don't call offsides anyways, as Bear River on the far side had 2 guys across the 40 before it was kicked.
It's Chance Wilson that came up with it.
So Chance Wilson dives on the ball, and Skyview's going to squeak out with a victory here with 7.7 seconds. They win last week against Ridgeline 23-22. This week, they're going to survive 35-34. The Bear River Bears an inch away from getting the victory, 36-35, as that 2-point conversion was right in their hands and fall to the turf on that 2-point conversion after the great touchdown play. So Skyview will just have to down it. Bear River can't stop the clock, and they do. And like we said, Skyview survives homecoming 35-34. And the clock hits 0, so Skyview survives 35-34. Skyview with the win. They go to 6-0 and 2-0 in region play. My goodness, back-to-back weeks. Skyview gets 1-point victories to stay undefeated on the season.
Absolute insanity, partner. We have seen it all the last 2 weeks, haven't we?
We sure have. 35-34. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. We'll hear from a player and coach as we'll announce our McDonald's player of the game, as well as our Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. That's all coming up next, right here on The Fan.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
You've known Gem Electric for years, but did you know Gem Electric also sells emergency generators? Gem Electric now sells and installs Kohler brand standby generators for your home or business. Installed by Gem Electric in Tremonton. Call Gem Electric for pricing today. Find that their service and expertise are shocking.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at ifacountrystores.com.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of mind, and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Nor Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeNorPlumbing.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castorite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com. Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
This is Colton Wood with the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. We look out for each other, for our friends, and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same. Bear River Mutual has been helping protect families in Utah since 1909.
Bear River Mutual.
DD Auto & Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto & Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Rudd Funeral Home is a family-owned business. They know how difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
The annual Post Consumer Brands United Way cereal sale is September 30th, starting at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Post cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Saturday, September 30th, starting at 7 a.m.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
You've known Gem Electric for years, but did you know Gem Electric also sells emergency generators? Gem Electric now sells and installs Kohler brand standby generators for your home or business. Installed by Gem Electric in Tremonton. Call Gem Electric for pricing today. Find that their service and expertise are shocking.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at IFACountryStores.com.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
For the second week in a row, Skyview squeaks out a victory, 35-34 this week, as the Bobcats hang on at the last and defeat Bear River on homecoming night. As for the last 11 seconds of the game, or 7 seconds, for a split second there on that two-point conversion, Rex, after the big touchdown by the Bears of 18 yards, Skyview's faithful had a sigh of relief.
I honestly thought they were going to get it, John. As soon as Owen Olsen slipped out of the clutches of the defenders, I thought, well, there's the game. Bear River wins. But
well, I did a terrible job setting it up. If you're listening on the radio, what they did is that swinging gate is what they had all the linemen line up on the east side of the field on that extra point try. They had the center and the quarterback in shotgun, and they had two, like if they were slot receivers, basically. So Skyview lined up. I was assuming that Coach Hal might take a timeout. We'll have to ask him maybe why he didn't, or what his thought process was there. But they snapped it back to Olsen. Skyview rushed in there, and they got a hand on him, kind of twisted him around. I think it was, I couldn't see, I thought it was 7, but Hellstrom got booted, so it wasn't him. But they got a hand on him. Olsen dodged the one tackler. Then a second tackler came in at the last second. Olsen probably could have run, but he decided to throw at the last second, Rex. As he got hit, he let it go. There was a receiver in the end zone, but as he tried to catch it and extended himself, Skyview knocked it away at the last second, and it goes incomplete and hits the turf.
Definitely a play I want to go back and watch on CashValleyDaily.com. I want to see who those players were that made those plays, because live in action, looking at an angle through the press box, it was hard to see what was going on. But man, what a stand by Skyview. Back-to-back games have ended on a failed 2-point conversion, and then a recovered onside kick, and this one happens to end up going, and Skyview gets it thanks to Chance Wilson scooping that thing up. But but in the last 2 weeks of high school football, if there is a play that can happen, we've seen it, and it's been a wild ride.
Well, Skyview improves to 6-0, 2-0 in region, and we do have some scores that are final. The one that we have, we've got one that's final. Mountain Crest. Let's see if I can.
If that's gone final.
Mountain Crest did. If it wasn't on, I know it was with the running clock. I just got to find it. The last score we had. 61-7 was the final in that one. Mountain Crest defeats Logan. The Riverhawks were in a dogfight with the Wolves. The Wolves came from behind, but Crew Jones had a 7-yard TD run, and they led 31-21, and now it's a final. Ridgeline 31, Green Canyon 21. So that one goes final. Green Canyon, they start 0-2 to start region play. Ridgeline goes to 1-1. Bear River falls to 1-1. Logan goes to 0-2. And Skyview's 2-0. But again, Skyview had a 21-point lead, and the way they had that 21-point lead was in the third quarter, Rex. I just got to pull the right sheet here, but that third quarter pass, it was 28-7 as they hit Brighton Williams on a 4th down play. It was 4th down, and Williams just was a streak down the middle of the field, and he goes for 39 yards and a touchdown. And that's how the Bobcats got up 28-7, and that was in the third quarter with 9:31. They led 28-7, Rex, and they only got one more touchdown after that.
Yeah, and man, that Skyview team just came out and played today, John. They gave it everything we had. Sorry, we were a little distracted. We had a cable coming through the window there, but they are 2-0 in region, and they are just a couple points away from being 0-2. This has been such a wild ride. Region 11, if whoever ends up coming out of Region 11 is going to be the front runner to take state in 4A, I would assume. Just the way that these teams are beating each other up, the way everybody's competitive, it's been a fun ride.
Well, Skyview gets the victory, 35-34. We're here in the post-game show as Skyview will be happy they won homecoming. They get another win over Bear River. Next week they'll be at Crimson Field to face the Grizzlies, who have been outscored big time here in the last 2 games. So they've been over 100 points they've allowed, and they've only scored 14 in the last 2 games. Yeah. There was 50 points a week ago against the, let's see, who did Logan play? They played Bear River. Bear River gave 50, put 50 on them, and then tonight 61 for Mountain Crest. So pretty amazing stuff as the Bobcats will be at Crimson Field, and then they'll come back home for Green Canyon on senior night in 2 weeks. We'll have that broadcast on 106.9, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Well, John, do you want to get into some stats before Coach comes up, if he's able to get out of the crowd?
Yeah, let's do some stats. Go ahead, Rex.
Okay, these stats are brought to you by Les Olson Company. Get your free network assessment at lesolson.com. Brevin Egbert, the workhorse, El Presidente, 27 carries, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns for Brevin. Carson Thatcher throwing the ball. I got him 17-24, 249 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brighton Williams, who is going to be our McDonald's player of the game, had 11 catches, 198 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Jace Favero had an interception, and Ramsey Vickers had an interception. An honorable mention for the Bear River Bears, Jace Roberts had 8 catches, 191 yards, and 2 touchdowns for them. Him and Brighton Williams were right there stat-wise in every category, but we chose Brighton Williams as the Skyview player of the game. And that's brought to you by McDonald's. Work for McDonald's and let McDonald's work for you. Flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, plus meals and other perks at McDonald's.
Also, it's your chance to win 4 loaves of bread from the Old Grist Mill. It's the bread and butter play of the game from Old Grist Mill. It's your opportunity to win that 4 loaves of bread. If you listen to the Full Court Press with Eric France and Jason Walker on Monday on 1390 AM, 106.9 FM, The Fan, on the Full Court Press, when they ask for the bread and butter play of the game, they're on the air from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. talking the Aggies and all the high school sports. And Old Grist Mill, get that famous lunch special built with bread you love, delicious meat, veggies to your liking, and a fresh baked cookie, chips, and a drink. It's the Old Grist Mill. And Rex, we had that the other day for lunch.
Yes, we
actually
did.
But the bread and butter play of the game from the Old Grist Mill will be that 4th down play. It was just Brighton Williams down the middle of the field, that 39-yard pass play for a touchdown right down the middle of the field into the end zone with 9:31 left in the 3rd quarter. It was Brighton Williams from Carson Thatcher to give Skyview a 21-point lead, 28-7, and it looked like they were going to go coasting to a victory, but then it was pretty much all Bear River after that point as Skyview survives 35-34. Why don't we take a break here on our post-game show, and we'll see if Coach Hal makes his way up here. If not, we'll just call it good. We'll come back after this brief break at Skyview 35 and Bear River 34.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. It is the Bobcats 35-34. John Newbold, Rex Davis with you. Skyview gets another 1-point victory as they defeated Ridgeline last week 23-22. Skyview survives tonight 35-34 over the Bears. But again, the bottom line is when it's all said and done, you're not going to look at the scores. You're going to look at the record, and Skyview's 6-0 and 2-0 in region play, and hey, that's where you want to be heading into Crimson Field next week. So Skyview with the victory, 35-34. So Rex, any final thoughts? I don't think Coach is going to make his way up here today, but any final thoughts before we move on?
I've said it a couple times, John, but I mean we've seen everything the last couple weeks, and I'm just happy to be a part of this. Watching this Skyview team go out there, watching the O-line, D-line, the linebackers, the safeties, the corners, the receivers. I mean, what an offensive explosion. They had a running back in Skyview go over 200 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns. And then on top of that, they had a receiver that had just 2 yards shy of 200 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. I mean, offensive explosion for the Bobcats. They got to solidify a couple things on defense. They got to tighten it up a little bit. Because, you got Logan next week, but then the following week Green Canyon comes to town.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a battle of the brothers there. I mean, anything can happen in that game.
Yeah, and then you've got Mountain Crest to finish it off in Hiram on their senior night. So nothing easy after the Logan Grizzly game. And you want revenge against Logan because they came in here last year and they beat you and pretty much handled the Skyview Bobcats. And so the Bobcats want a little bit of revenge. So, again, the Bobcats go to 6-0 on the season. 2-0 in region play. They're in first place in Region 11 as they get the victory 35-34. So for our player of the game, Brighton Williams, And for Rex Davis and myself, John Newbold, have a great weekend, everybody. Skyview is victorious, 35-34. Have a good night.
This Skyview Bobcats broadcast has been a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Napa Auto Parts, Old Grist Mill, Les Olson Company, DD Auto Salvage, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, and Cash Valley Daily. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.